What's good? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Film Heat Live. I'm your boy, Tweak. I'm the host of this here shindig. And with me, we're down a man, as you can see. Old Eric lost power. The storm done shut him down. But he's still hanging out in the chat. He's still around. He's with us. But we do have Justin.
Hello.
And we've got Argo.
Hello. He still gets a vote.
He still gets a vote. That's right. Well, welcome once again to Film Heat Live. Today we are looking at this very special genre of movie. We're looking at cartoon crossovers, real life and cartoon movies in one. We had sort of strict criteria for this one. It wasn't just movies that had cartoons and live action, right? So Pagemaster didn't quite cut it because it had like some live action scenes and then switches over to cartoon. Osmosis Jones didn't cut it. It's got cartoons and live action, but they're not together. These movies had to have real life actors interacting with cartoons. So,
Now that I think
sure.
about it, Star Wars Episode 1 would have cut it probably.
yeah, I thought about that. There's probably a bunch of movies that I didn't think about.
There's
I
not that
didn't
many
wanna-
of these.
No, there's really not. And I didn't want to have just like CG, just a bunch of CG stuff. Like,
I mean, that's what most movies are today, is just live actors running around on green screen sets, and then everything else just gets put in afterwards.
right, exactly. You could have had every single Marvel movie ever made. Like, hell, Deadpool. The entire, like, the Deadpool character is like a CG fucking guy
Yeah.
when he's in the suit or whatever. So, I mean, I tried to be true to the criteria as best I could. Because honestly, I just wanted an excuse to watch Roger Rabbit. I hadn't seen Roger Rabbit in so long. And gosh darn it, I wanted to. So we did. Let's run down our movie list right quick. Just see what we chose, what has been chosen. Okay, so we had 2022's Chip and Dale movie.
Is that our newest movie ever?
Yes, it's by far our newest movie ever. Super
I mean,
ever.
That's a months old feature.
Right. It's certainly the only film that has come out since we started doing this show. I can't even tell you what the most newest film was before that. God. Maybe 2020? I don't know.
Probably Interstellar.
Oh, yeah, probably. And that was like 14, 15?
What year was Pig?
Oh, well, we're reaching back now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was like, wait, did we even do that? Yes, that was back in
proto days.
the proto days. But then we had Casper, 1995, I want to say is Casper. And then we had the original Peach Dragon, 1971.
77.
77?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it was Bedknobs and Broomsticks. That was 71.
Correct.
Then we had Looney Tunes Back in Action, 2003. And, of course, the classic, the original, the one who brought us all together, Roger Rabbit. So I almost felt a little weird putting Casper on there because, like, I didn't know if that's like CG But I mean, I don't know. I guess it works.
It's animation. No one said it had to be traditional animation.
I think it's enough of the animated characters moving around and interacting with the live action actors on a live set
Yeah.
versus all that green screen shit that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
It feels better.
Definitely. And what sold me on the idea of going with Casper was it is the rendition of Casper from the animated cartoon show. Like he looks exactly, it's the same character from the cartoon. You know, they didn't try to make it some other ghost that, you know, just looks like a boy. No, he looks like Casper, you know. So it works. It works. And it's definitely Casper's not flipping jam. What up, chat? Let's take a moment to shout y'all out. Yeah, here's Eric. Hey, Britches. My power is off. We'll be acting out in the chat.
Is that what he said?
Maybe what he said. Where's photography? Hell yeah, Unreal. How's it going? I love the songs in Pete's Dragon. Hated the remake. Boy, we're gonna get to that. I got some thoughts on the songs from Pete's Dragon.
Oh my god,
I got some thoughts. Casper's my flipping jam. Hell yeah, that man. See, I grew up watching that Casper flick. Man, loved it as a kid. Absolutely loved it. And
you know,
it's cute. That's mine. That's a lot. Everybody's got their Bill Pullman flick, and I think that one's mine. Strangely enough,
he's so good, man. He's like the most underrated fucking actor, bro.
Yeah, dude. Hate britches. Got my hate britches on. I'm ready for film heat.
Yeah,
I'm ready to talk some shit. All right. So let's get right into it. No, go ahead, Justin.
I was gonna say when I was thinking of these, I was thinking of movies where they had people acting against nothing, pretty much, right?
Right.
Like nothing else, and all these movies fit that. I just want to put out what are some of the criteria you would apply to these movies, like how well they do acting against nothing. I would say kind of like how well they make things kind of track with the animations that are put in later, which mostly did good.
Definitely.
How believable their performances are.
Yeah,
it's hard
really,
to just...
it's art. Oh yeah, it's an art form all to its own to act opposite a cartoon character, because the cartoon character is not there when you're doing it. So it's really a balancing act to make sure that the live actors are looking at what they're talking to. There's a lot of times, and you notice that you can tell the actor's looking at nothing. Like you can just tell by looking at them. It's like give this man a tennis ball, something to look at.
That's a problem that I think George Lucas had a lot in his stuff because he sucked at it. But
yeah.
Apparently others did it a lot better. Like all of these guys did it all better than Lucas.
George was only worried about two things: faster, more intensity.
Make sure it rhymes.
And you gotta break for lunch. Hit that salad bar. That salad bar is closing.
He's
soon.
got the salad bar in his mind, boy.
Oh, we gotta.
That's why he wanted it faster, more intensity.
Yeah, let's get this. Let's get this out. I gotta hit the salad bar. Oh, right. George. So, overall, what do you guys think of this movie list after watching them?
It's pretty good. It's pretty all right. It's better than I thought. I ended up picking most of these, and when you have a list, it's kind of your baby, and you're subconscious about it. Like Argo knows that feel, right? And you're like, maybe we should change this out. Maybe you get all the way up to the end. You're like, maybe. And but I don't know. This one worked out pretty good. This is our most family friendly list we've ever done. We'll say that it's a break from our norm.
Yeah.
'90s grittiness that we like to get into.
That's true.
Let's
Yes.
watch these with the fam.
I was able to watch all of these with my daughter, which is a complete switch.
Yeah.
That's the reason we did put in a couple other ones in there. There's a couple more adult ones, kind of, that we chose not to put on this one.
Yeah, my original list had Cool World and Monkey Bone, which
Yeah,
I
those are-
probably would have ended up pulling Monkey Bone anyway because I don't think that's animation. I think that's stop motion, which is still animation.
I feel like it would qualify the criteria in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I would have probably rather watched that one than this Looney Tunes one.
Really?
And for the Looney Tunes feature, I would have had Space Jam. That's just me. That's just my opinion. We all have our own.
I felt like Space Jam was too on the nose. No, I mean that's real dumb for me to say, considering that
I'll accept
Roger Rabbit.
It was too good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's man. I watched Space Jam recently, and that is a short ass movie, dude. I forgot.
That's why it's
like how
bearable.
Like that movie starts, and then like the basketball game starts, and then it's over, and it's just like the basketball game, like the penultimate basketball game starts like a third of the way into the movie. So 2/3 of the movie is just that ending basketball game. And I don't know, it just feels really short. Like nothing happens. But that's all right.
Yeah, but anyways, like I was saying, those other two movies would not have fit as well. They would have been more outliers, fucking Cool World and Monkey Bone, in this kitty ass list.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the closest thing to not being a kid movie on our list is Roger Rabbit. I was just telling Justin, it's like that's a movie about kid stuff, but that is definitely not a kid movie. And we'll get into it more when we get to it, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. Kids love noir movies about the death of public transportation. I mean, I was about it when I was a kid. I was like, is this allegorical to yeah, that's not
I remember being 6 years old and just like, oh, okay, yeah, so I can draw the parallels between this and the death of the public transportation and the underclass struggles in Hollywood.
Definitely. You were about
That's what I said at 6 years old.
All right, let's hit this first.
Let's take a look here. So right up top, we've got Chippendale versus Casper. Casper, the friendly ghost.
That's tough.
Right. Man, before I watched these movies, I would have been like, well, I mean, I know it's winning this, but now I don't know. I really don't know. Let's take a look at the trailer for Casper.
Oops.
Just a minute long here.
Wait a second. Is it supposed to be playing now on ours?
Is it not?
It's not on the stream now.
Oh, why is it? Okay, hold on.
You didn't do your desktop window? Or the other window?
I did the other window. You're totally right. Cartoon.
Let's watch the trailer. Let's get us on a bridge
That's how you
reaction.
know it's
You're
good. There it is.
For 100
Universal,
years,
huh?
He has wandered the halls of Whipstaff Manor, hoping for a friend.
Yeah, this is the one movie that's not Disney or Warner Brothers related.
Man,
right off the bat.
Get ready
That's points.
for a wondrous ride to the other side.
Smellogram.
You guys are disgusting, obnoxious creeps.
Thank you. Universal Pictures
Oh, and my
and Amblin
No, Argo's wife, yeah.
invite you to discover the secrets,
Hurry up, come on.
the surprises, and the
Yeah,
spirit.
when I grew up watching this was like the peak of my crush on Christina Ricci. I was so jealous of Devon Sawa, bro. I was just like, I want to be Devon Sawa. So yeah,
Casper.
pretty to the point trailer. Casper's kind of great because it stars. It's got like a star-studded cast. Eric Idle is in it.
Yep.
Can't remember the name of the lady, but
Kathy Moriarty.
yes, Kathy Moriarty. Is
Yeah,
that
she's
Kathy
also
Moriarty?
Yep. She had a
we
hard.
talked about her recently.
Yeah, and but I'm a cheerleader. Apparently, she had a
Yes.
hard 4 years between 95 and 99 because she looks different.
Oh yeah, and this is actually the first appearance of Joe Alasky that we'll see tonight. He's in 2 of our movies. Joe Alasky, he's apparently like a second generation old school now, but not old school like 30s and 40s old school, but he's an old school Warner Brothers voice actor. And we'll see him later because he also did the voice of Bugs Bunny in Back in Action. But Joe Alasky did the voice of Stinky, the uncle with the bad breath ghost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
thought-
was wondering, I only recognized one of the guys that did those, which was what Brad Garrett, I think, did Fatso.
Oh, yeah. He's the everybody loves Raymond brother.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, of course it is. Of course it is." So yeah, our Kathy Moriarty character inherits this big haunted property from her dead father. She's all pissed that she didn't get any cold hard cash, but like this estate is bitching, dude. It's like just massively huge. Like all the matte paintings that show it are just like ridiculously huge. There's no way you could show the entire inside of it.
Yeah, it's
During
like the
filming.
Hogwarts looking fucking place.
Yeah, Tim
exactly.
Burton wishes he had that set.
Yeah.
You heard that, Tim Burton.
When the whole main entry of the mansion, the full
Yeah.
like main room has that spiraling pattern on the
There-
floor,
Oh yeah.
and all of the archways are like exaggerated with extra spirals, and it's beautiful.
It's bitching.
Great set.
Oh yeah. And so yeah, this mansion she inherits is haunted by ghosts. Ghost Casper and his 3 uncles. I wonder if they're like actually his uncles. I always wondered about that. It's like, and what's their unfinished business anyway? And like, I don't know. I need some expanded lore here.
What did you say about the uncles?
The uncles.
There's, yeah, you don't hear shit about them or what their
Yeah.
unfinished businesses. They're just to be dicks.
Yeah, it's like just. I was like, wait, I didn't get to prank people.
They got to treat Casper like shit until he passes on, I guess. Like,
Yeah, and like they don't really like. I guess
With
the
uncle?
ghosts could kill people
yes.
if they wanted to. They could just
Oh, they
straight up kill people.
Yeah, Casper lies. He's like, "Can you hurt me?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Well, I could drop you off the cliff, but that's not really me. It's gravity."
Yeah,
Or I could make a ethereal shotgun like Stinky does when they're trying to kill the dad.
yeah.
I could shoot you with
exactly.
that, but
they
or
established that the
not.
ghosts can like interact with real life and move through real life, assume pretty much at will.
Yep.
Because they pick up the swords and they're like, all for one and one for all, and they throw the swords at the dad and goes through the door. Like, so I mean, pretty fucked up.
There's wait, how far did you get the synopsis there? They
Right at the very beginning,
The contract it's haunted. House is haunted.
house is haunted, and she's trying to get the ghost out of the house, right? So who does she call?
Yeah, I was
Someone
gonna say this movie has a lot of cameo stuff and a lot of like, hey, look at this, but it doesn't lean on it like a couple of these other flicks do.
Yeah, that's true. I love how Dan Aykroyd is in it for like 2 seconds. It's a complete throwaway joke.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna call? Someone else.
Let me ask you guys, like the first guy she calls, is that like a reference like The Exorcist or something? The guy he's like, oh yeah, I could do it, or a piece of cake.
Yeah, I kept wondering,
Is that a
like,
reference?
who is that guy supposed to be? Because they don't show his face. He walks up, and they make a huge deal of not showing his face until like a couple of takes later, a couple of scenes
Guido
later.
Sarducci.
Is he like
Is
a
that-
guy? Is it like
Is that
a
another
is
character
it-
from something? No,
I don't
know.
get that reference. I never looked it up, but maybe someone in chat knows. Let me know.
It's kind of funny though. He's like, I never actually done it, but I seen somebody do
I
it.
know, yeah,
I seen the
he's kinda-
videos.
He's kind of like a Tommy Chong kind of character. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, no problem, piece of cake. I mean, never actually done it, but I've seen people do it. Seen the videos on it. I've seen no problem, no problem.
Ability to do it.
What is this, like a Married with Children and a Saturday Night Live character?
I
It
don't-
could be. They would just do something
Yeah.
like that in this movie, bro.
The world was much smaller in the '90s, so
Anyways, the joke is after that priest guy fails to exorcise the ghosts, we see what's his name's character from Ghostbusters? Oh, fuck, I'm
Ray
spacing on that shit.
Stantz.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we see him running out.
Yeah. And they like, and they twist the guy's head around backwards. The exorcist, but he's not even dead. What's up with that?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
like when he turns around, he's got puke all down the front of him, but it's the back of him now.
Oh, does he? I didn't even
Yeah,
notice that.
It's quite interesting.
Pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
It's got to be like an Exorcist reference or something, just like
It's got to be.
random.
Anyway, so Casper, Tally Esports, what's up? Thank you. And also,
time.
shout out for that follow. I noticed. I seen it. Let me pull up my other thing here. That's a first time chat from Tally Esports.
Yeah, thank you for checking out the show.
E-Money followed. E-Money followed. What in the hell?
Better late than
slacking.
never.
You're slacker.
Slacker.
I gotta check out this shitty show.
Parker Blue followed 2 hours ago. Thank you for that follow. Halifax 777 followed 3 hours ago. Thank you for that follow. Tally Esports followed 3 days ago. Shout out to you. Yeah,
Tally's got esports. That's another conversation for another day.
apparently. But
All right, our poll just came back, so we've been 10 minutes on this.
oh, sorry. I'm dragging my feet on this. I'm sorry. I'm taking my time. I'm savoring the Casper.
You got your whole afterlife to spend on this topic.
I'm gonna unfinished business. I'm gonna have unfinished business if I don't finish talking about Casper.
Well, of course, Casper has unfinished business. He was a mid-pubescent young boy.
He's trying to get some before he passes on.
Yeah.
He's got till 10 o'clock. That's plenty of time. That's like 3 rounds.
Long story short,
Casper, bro.
Casper likes watching TV and he sees a hard copy which is a 90 very, very 90s reference about a psychiatrist to the dead, or the living impaired, as they say.
We gotta talk about that scene for a second, because like the camera people are like straight badgering his fucking daughter. This guy's kid. That shit would not fly today. Like, why the fuck are you talking to that guy's fucking like teen?
But
daughter?
that was hard copy, though.
I guess they're supposed to be like a rag and no class.
At
Yeah,
school, no less. Like
They were It was basically like a video tabloid, is what hard copy was.
Yeah.
So, and like it's like I'm basically the youngest person that can remember hard copy, and things like it.
It's probably a boon to your life.
American television show.
Oh.
Yeah. Weird stuff. So, Casper works his ghostly, pulls some, was like a TMZ. Yeah, exactly. Eric says hard copy was like a TMZ, and yeah, a video tabloid. So yeah, he pulls some ghost strings and hooks up this ghost psychiatrist with what's her name that now owns the building, and she gets
Kerrigan, the evilest name you can get.
Oh, that's right, Kerrigan. How can I forget?
Crittington.
Crittington, like Nancy Kerrigan.
Crittington.
Oh, that was
Kerrigan
Eric Idle's
Crittington.
character? Oh, I thought that was
Oh,
okay.
so yeah, they end up moving into the house, and the ghosts reveal themselves, and they're not spooked away, and they end up befriending the ghosts, and they have like a live-in situation. And the dad, played by Bill Pullman, he's trying to like counsel these ghosts, figure out what their unfinished business is. And his whole angle is he's looking for the ghost of his wife. His wife passed away, and he's like, I swear she's got unfinished business. I'm gonna find her. Yada yada yada. But of course, as we find out, he's wrong. She had no unfinished business. Christina Ricci gets her class to throw a Halloween party there at her house, and everybody comes over, and the bully chick, which has no reason to not like this new character. That's just like a 90s trope. It's like you got to have the bully with bullies don't need a reason to be a bully, and they're just straight up are, I guess. We find out that Casper's dad was
She kind of one-ups the bully a little bit. She's like, we're going to have the party at my house, being a snobby bitch, right? But everybody in the class wants to have it at Stepwich, right? So she don't take too kindly to that, even though that's not really doesn't make sense, but it's whatever. She's pissed at her for that.
What I always think about is how they straight up volunteered girl to have a house at her party. She new in town, brand new, just moved in. They're like, oh, you live in that fucking haunted mansion? We're just gonna throw the party at your house. She's like,
yeah, she had no say.
I guess I'll ask my dad. I mean, like, like.
That's Bill Pullman. He's cool. He's not gonna say no.
He's cool.
He's cool, dad.
But I just the fact that the teacher was all like, yeah, this kid's house.
Yeah, a teacher gave no shits.
They didn't bug us down in the fucking like PTA-ness of it. And they're like, the movie moves pretty quick. You wouldn't think it the way we're talking about it, but
yeah, sorry, I'm dragging my feet on it. But I really enjoy this movie. I love the scenes where they're going through like the inventor, like little roller coaster
dealy.
Yeah. It's like your wake up in the morning thing. And Eric Idle's character goes through it like several times. And he's like all done up. Except for the first time he goes through it, he comes out, he's not wearing a bow tie. They missed that. Unwatchable.
I guess there's only so many bow ties on deck there.
Yeah, the bow tie budget for this movie is through the roof. So, yada yada yada. Can I keep you? Blah blah blah. Devon Sawa.
Come with me if you want to live.
The dad's trying to analyze the three ghosts, right? But they kind of like endear to him, right? When they go
Yeah.
out drinking, and then
Go out
the
drinking.
three uncles decide to fucking straight up kill Bill Pullman. They're
Yeah,
gonna make him their fourth.
yeah,
Fucking, that's kind of dark. Like,
yeah. It's
They
pretty
do
dark.
change their mind.
But then they decide to just let him kill himself.
Well, no, they're like, he's kind of like, it's an accident still because
Yeah.
he's like backing out of the doorway, and they're all like, "Wait, no!"
I mean, they could have saved him, but they
We
chose
could
not
say
to.
something right now, but we're just gonna go. Yeah.
What do you guys
So
think of the animation? This is super good, right? Is this like way too
For the
good
time,
for 95
oh,
to
yeah.
y'all?
In my opinion, this is the best with the actors interacting with the animation.
That fight scene with Bill Pullman and doing
The
this
whole
is super
movie,
good, bro.
Everything
Yeah.
meshes way better than anything else. Maybe it is because they're like, like a three-dimensional characters versus the two-dimensional characters.
right.
But it just works so much best movie than any of these other ones, in my opinion.
It does look really good, and the way that the ghosts are like semi-transparent, like translucent, like you can see them, but you can also see through them. The way they interact, and he does the pull the finger. When the ghost dad is a prankster. I guess if you die drunk, you're just gonna be a drunk ghost because like he's all drunk and he dies, and when he's a ghost, he comes and he's acting the same way he did when he was drunk. So I'm gonna make sure I die drunk.
It's like that was like his influence because he was hanging out with those other douchebags. He comes
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
in. They must have used computers for this animation, right? Like early
Oh, big time.
95
Yeah.
computers.
Yeah.
There's
Spent
there's
just-
two movies that Steven Spielberg has his name on in this, and this is one of them.
Oh yeah, Spielberg got his
That's
name
like-
on this.
As like a producer in there somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
This
This
and
movie was
Roger
directed by
Rabbit.
Brad Sibberling, who went on to do, I guess most notably, Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events
Oh, really?
with Jim Carrey in 2004. He also did that Will Ferrell Land of the Lost movie in 2009.
Yeah, I remember that being a fucking stinker, but
Oh yeah, so it's like I think his magnum opus is yet to come, but it looks like he's mostly a TV guy at this point. There's a lot of
Oh,
TV
okay.
shows. Yeah, did some Judging Amy. If you're an old geezer like me, you remember that show. NYPD Blue, stuff like that. Doogie Howser.
okay.
So yeah, get geezery. And yeah, Casper goes from a apple-headed dipshit ghost to heartthrob Devon Sawa.
Well, like they figure out there's a machine in the base. There's like a resurrection machine in the bottom there, right? And
Yeah,
after they fucking fight off Ghost Kerrigan, he's like home free to use it on Casper. But right then, the fucking Ghost Dad shows up that we were talking about.
yeah,
And
that's right.
Casper fucking does the right thing and gives up his chance at a whole ass life for this fucking 40-year-old dude.
Yeah,
He makes the most selfless choice, pretty much, and lets the dad be resurrected.
and I don't understand like who's in charge of these ghosts. Like who's in charge here? I guess God, some God or another, just is like watching the whole time. It's just like, hey, mom lady, come here, get down there and turn Casper into a human, but only until 10 p.m. Them's the rules. Union rules.
Yeah.
Hold on, my
Maybe
sound
she did it on
went-
her own accord, but
Oh, it's coming back. Hold on.
you're right. God does
All right,
suck.
it's back. All right. Um, yeah,
So for doing the most selfless thing ever, like you said, the mom comes down as an angel
as an angel, yeah.
and gives them an unallotted, because we don't know what time it is then. It's probably what, 7? Gives like from 7 to 10 as a human.
Yeah, like what's up with that? Who's making these rules? That's bullshit. Like,
She should have just resurrected him right there. Use the
Yeah.
res.
res-
Bring back, let's roll.
yeah.
You know.
And I feel like that mom character has like the least charisma of like any character. Like I remembered it from when I watched it as a kid, and now she just is so just like dead faced. Like,
Well, she is dead.
her body died, not her personality. Get with it, bitch.
Supposed to be like a party angel. Like, she sees the dad for like a second there. She's like, "Oh, you again?" Oh.
yeah, she's talking to this guy like she doesn't know him. You know, I don't know. There's no chemistry.
You're right. She plays it down a lot.
Flat. It's flat. Unwatchable movie.
She's like, I had no unfinished business, so quit looking for me, fucking guy. So the dad is
Yeah.
released from his kind of
Leave me alone.
cycle.
I'm fucking angels now. I can't be held down by your meat bag.
But okay, you're better at noting like the action of a story, plotting the action of a story than me.
Yeah.
Does this movie seem like a fucking up and down to you? It seems like I can't map it. I can't map like the rising and falling action of this movie because like they defeat Kerrigan in like the fucking middle of the fucking movie, right?
I don't know.
It seems all over the place.
It's all right there at the end. Like this movie is really like back heavy, you know. A lot of it happens right there at the end. As soon as Christina Ricci discovers the attic, like we're already rolling into the third act because Casper comes up there and she's got it all unboxed and all his toys, and he's like, "Oh, I remember now. Speaking of remembering things, let me show you my dad's crazy lab." They go to the crazy lab, and then Kerrigan's right there, and they go outside, and they figure out that, oh, if only one of us were dead, Kerrigan dies, and like that third act just like it gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, just kind of snowballs. And Kerrigan's dead for like 2 seconds. Like she dies, comes back inside as a ghost, and they're just like, well, what about your unfinished business? And she goes, I have no unfinished business. And then poof, she's gone. Like, and then Casper is Devon Sawa, but only for a second.
They're just trying to get to that like sweet moment at the end. This movie is written by like 2 women, I think. It's like so it's like it's supposed to be like a love story, I think. And they're just trying to get to that dancing scene at the end. It's like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Sweet dance scene at the end.
Oh yeah, it is written by 2 women. How about that? That's why it's so good. Get men out of Hollywood. Except for Eric Idle, he can stay.
It's a pretty good movie. There's probably some nostalgia on this. I did watch this as a child. If I watch this now, I might be like, "What the fuck is this?"
If I watch it for the first time, I might be like, "Gay." I don't know. I don't know.
Probably, bro. It's like really romance novelty. This whole movie, you know.
It is. It is. Like it's pretty. Yeah.
It's just with her dad and shit, and like.
Yeah. So, if you haven't seen Casper from '95, check it out. Let me know what you think.
The writing's pretty good. There's a lot of jokes packed in there. There's a lot of jokes I didn't get as a kid. There's one where they're like just stuff. The 3 uncles are at breakfast there and they're stuffing their faces. And one of them says, "Oh, I feel like Oprah on hiatus right now." I'm like, "Oh,
that's
savage.
a dated ass joke, dude. And that's a dated joke. That's from like that's an early '90s joke when like Oprah like took a break from public life or something like that, and I guess gained a bunch of weight. Like,
yeah,
that shit is. I remember laughing at that, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm putting that joke and the hard copy reference. I took me right back to the '90s, boy.
Fat Oprah joke.
Yeah,
but yeah, we're probably I don't know. We might be spoiled on it. I'd let us know what somebody coming on fresh was.
Yeah. I want a Zoomer to watch the movie and tell me what they think. Zoomers, I know you're out there. 'Cause we just have a huge Zoomer out.
I'm not watching this show. And they're like, what? These motherfuckers all over the place.
Yeah.
So let's talk to Chip and Dale's now that we're
Yeah,
Good
Chip and Dale.
show.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. I watched Chip and Dale for the first time earlier today. And I sat down and I was like, all right, let's get this over with. Let's just check it out. And boy, I was like 3 minutes into watching that movie and I was already in love. I was like, it rolls with the jokes just immediately in there. It's very, I can tell it was directed by what is his name? I close my
Is this somebody we know?
No. I can tell a lot of the writing and direction was done by let's say non-Christian people of a certain faith that don't believe in Jesus, but they share
Jewish
half
people?
of there it is.
Avika Schaefer. There we go. Akiva.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a Jewish name. I've never heard it.
Exactly. And like John
That's the
Mulaney and
best.
Andy Samberg are like the voices
wow.
of the titular characters. Tim Robinson. I love Tim Robinson. Have you ever seen I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson on Netflix? He does like a
No.
skit show. It's like one of the funniest things of our generation. I swear. It's like
Okay.
underrated as fuck. Absolutely. But he does the voice of Ugly Sonic. And the fact that they have Ugly Sonic as a character, so good. But this movie is about Chip and Dale, and they are actors. You know, they live in a world where toons and humans, just live side by side, and like they make tiny little cell phones and tiny little cars alongside human-sized stuff, for all the small cartoon citizens of the world. And they're actors, and they were real famous in the 90s for their Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers show. And it talks about, it opens up in like a flashback and covering their fame and stuff like that. You know what? Let's take a look at the trailer.
Hey, fuck off.
Oh, Eric's back. Hold on.
I made it.
Oh, that's right. I gotta look this one up.
I know you're still mad about What's the first thing that pops into your head when I say Chip and Dale? I bet it's these guys! But certainly the second would be those rascally cartoon chipmunks.
This is the way the
Chip
movie
and Dale.
opens.
What if I did something like,
I am into nuts.
good, I love it.
That's hilarious. They mentioned that 'cause that's what my mind goes to.
Yeah.
Just want to
The
remind you
dancing.
guys I'll be at FanCon this afternoon. Hey, watch out! I'm keeping myself fit and, my updated modern look.
Don't you think you'd have more fans here if Chip did these events with you?
I hadn't thought about him in a while. I should give him a call. See how life's treating him.
Life is the worst, which is why you need good insurance. A message on my landline. I don't like that.
I know you're still mad about Rescue Rangers getting canceled, but I just got a call from the police and I need your help.
That my best friend. She always
I searched the perimeter. No clues.
Why would there be? 6 missing tunes in a month and not one clue.
Oh no! She been down since that
Chip!
Dale, you look different.
It's no secret I had the CGI surgery. What's been up with you?
You know, this, that,
CGI
other vague
surgery.
things to fill the space of this conversation.
Cool.
alone with the tea.
We can see what we can find out and then pass it along to the officer, but that's all we're gonna do.
So you're saying the Rescue Rangers are back? Yes!
Best friend. She a
You two come poking around where you don't belong, and I can't have that.
Run!
I got him!
What are you looking at? Honestly, your weird dead eyes. Over here. Go get him. This is awesome. I was always more of an Alvin and the Chipmunks person. You monster. It was like professional. Same time. Jeez, you owe me a non-brand specific cola. What? That was crazy. Somebody call Guinness Book. This is incredible. Oh, we lost it.
Best friend, best friend, best friend, best friend.
Yeah. So how you got muted?
I'm back.
Mute yourself.
It's actually really, really, really good. I enjoyed the hell out of this. A lot of really funny stuff. A lot of really funny people. Michael Keegan Key plays a short appearance in that. As you saw, there's the Seth Rogen character with like his like CGI face. They go to Uncanny Valley, and everybody in Uncanny Valley is just animated in like super awkward styles. And he's animated like the Polar Express and like Beowulf movie from like the late 2000s. It just looks ridiculous. Yeah, and they showed in there's a joke where he's confronted by 3 other animated characters who are all voiced by Seth Rogen. So like they're all like, what are you doing?
Seems pretty fun.
Yeah, it's really, really fun. Let's see. Yeah, one of the characters is the Ugly Sonic, who is the Sonic from the original Sonic the Hedgehog trailer when the internet lost their collective minds and forced the studio to change it.
I mean, can you blame them?
No, not at all. But it's funny. So that particular Sonic is forced to like work the con circuit. So he's got like booths at conventions doing autographs, and everybody's only there ironically to make fun of him. But
wouldn't know shit about the con crowds, huh?
And apparently that character was originally supposed to be Jar Jar Binks before they decided to change it and make it Ugly Sonic, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so their buddy Monterey Jack, who is a character from Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, he gets kidnapped, and our bad guy is Sweet Pete is his name. But as they go and they show up and meet him, and it's the Peter Pan from the Disney animated movie, but he's all grown up and jaded and fucking lost everything. And he is kidnapping Toons to force them into making bootlegs of Disney movies. Which is also kind of funny. So at the end of the movie, they're like running through like all these different bootlegs. I can't remember any of the names of them, but
sorry about that. Kids getting picked up.
Nice. Let me turn my volume down. We're talking Chip 'n Dale. Did you get to watch Chip 'n Dale, Argo?
I sure did. That's one of the top tiers on this list.
Yeah, definitely.
Disney kind of this movie, like you say about some things, it had no right being as good as it is.
Yeah. It was really better than it needed to be. I think. Like,
I mean, whereas in my opinion, the Looney Tunes movie just kind of throws a bunch of stuff at you, like look at this, look at this, look at this.
yeah,
When the story just really sucks.
yeah, yeah.
Which we'll get more into in a minute. But this one has all of that, like, it leans on the references, but then at the same time, the story was really good.
Yeah, it's got a real story as a backbone. It's
Right.
not just all these references, And there's a lot of references in this movie.
There's so many references in this movie that the first time I watched through it, I could not remember what the movie I had watched was by the time I was done, because I was just a constant string of member berries, and I had to go back and rewatch it so I knew what the fucking movie was.
Yeah. I tried to keep track of some of the references, but there were just so many. It was just in one ear and out the other. Let's see.
Like, don't get me wrong, that movie fed the fuck out of my ADHD. I was all over that motherfucker.
Yeah. Another returning voice tonight was in this movie. Jeff Barnett. He voices Foghorn Leghorn, Yosemite Sam in the Looney Tunes movie, and he does the voice of Lumiere in Chippendale. And I thought it was neat that Tim Robinson plays Ugly Sonic. And it was weird seeing some of the references in this movie because Randy from South Park makes an appearance in this movie.
Right.
And so does Detective Flores from Big Mouth on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So that was interesting.
Wow, seems like a lot.
Yeah.
At that point, until you said those last two, I was like, okay, but I was like, what are we doing?
Dude,
it's a lot, dude.
Those two caught me the fuck off guard. Like,
I mean, and they're just background characters. They don't even say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like the camera just pans by, and like there they are. And I was like, what?
It's a John Mulaney at Big Mouth. Doesn't he do like the fucking
he
voice
is.
in that?
He's like one of the writers and creators of that show too. I want to say.
So it sounds like it fits the list pretty good, since like there's other like cartoon ensemble.
Oh,
deals.
Absolutely. Yeah, it seems like a modern day look at the exact same world that Roger Rabbit is in, like where there's just humans and cartoons living alongside each other, and it's not even a thing, like it's just been going on so long, and like there's all these like accommodations. Like you notice there's like the tiny apartment building, like the human cop walks up and she's like looking in the window, and the apartment building is like as tall as she is. And she's like talking to him in the window. So Roger Rabbit even makes an appearance in this movie.
He's making fun of him for driving a human car.
Yeah, so they make cars our size. Yeah.
Okay then.
Oh, and when the cop first shows up and they give her a beer, now here you go, and she's like, "Thanks."
Chipmunk. Well, I'm sure we'll have more to say about this movie because I'm thinking it might go on, but I just want to vote it up here and
yeah, let's vote it up. I think I'm gonna go Chip and Dale. Honestly, as much as I love Casper, I think a lot of my love from Casper comes from my nostalgia. And having seen Chip and Dale for the first time today, and I'm not a fan of Chip and Dale. I didn't grow up watching Rescue Rangers at all. I don't think I've ever seen an episode. I know who they are. I've seen them in passing, but I'm not like a fan.
Like you really need to enjoy the movie,
right? No, not at all.
You really don't. Yeah. To be honest, you really don't.
You really don't.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I like this movie a lot. I really expected more to be different from the cartoon because I did watch the cartoon when I was young. but there wasn't as much deviation from it as I expected there to be. And honestly, the fact that my daughter was running around the house singing Chip and Dale, like, it wins. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is that what you're voting for?
Yes. Don't get me wrong. I love Casper. Like,
Yeah. Casper's great.
I mean, I think all of us grew up crushing on Christina Ricci. Like,
Sure.
Maybe that's the reason I didn't realize she had that big ass like 5 head. Like I'm watching the movie and I'm just like, distracted by it. Like, what's wrong with this girl?
Hey, I got a
Oh.
5 head too. We can have little
Right,
10 head babies.
I can't talk no shit about no forehead. And my shit's growing as it is. Shit.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching Casper again, but looking at it, it's nothing. It's not that much special, and it really seems like a young adult like romance novel. Like watching it now, you know, I'm just like
It really
it's
is.
not really for me. I'll throw a vote on Chip and Dale.
Yeah, no, watching it at almost 40, you're like, this movie is a lot less fun than I remember.
Oh, what did chat say, by the way?
Oh, I think I was gonna pull it up here. They said Casper with a shutout.
Oh.
No votes for Chip and Dale on there.
Ooh.
Bunch of millennials in the chat.
They like Casper.
Yeah.
I'll vote for Casper.
Whoa.
I'm still not entirely sure what generation I'm supposed to be. They keep changing it up there at the little.
You're the greatest generation.
Oh, no, I am not. I'm not the greatest any fucking thing.
Well, you stormed the beaches of Normandy. You're the greatest generation. That's how it works.
All right. Chip and Dale is going to take it 15 points to 10. All right. Up next, we've got old school original Pete's Dragon versus Looney Tunes Back in Action. We got the garbage pail round here.
Hey, you will not talk ill of Brendan Fraser.
That's my
I mean, I do love Brendan Fraser.
But this was like the fucking beginning of the end of his career. Like I don't know what happened. He like peaked in like 299.
Yeah, they stuck him in this fucking movie and then tanked.
And that was it. Yeah.
He started. Yeah, I don't even know, man.
He did a couple other good movies, but like they weren't like commercial successes. Like,
He was the only good thing about the movie. Let's be real. He was the best thing that was going on in the entire movie.
Oh, he's a hunk.
Yeah. And man, but we'll get to it. Let's watch this trailer for Pete's Dragon.
Do we have to?
My daughter loved this movie.
He's back. Walt Disney Productions. Invisible, impossible, troublesome, massive mischief. Pete's Dragon. A motion picture full of adventure
Is it?
and excitement.
That's 2 lies in a row.
Beware of the evil Dr. Terminus.
He eventually is literally nowhere.
3 total lies.
Hide from the mean. Family of wicked wackos. Share an irresistible secret with Lampy. Celebrate with Nora. A newfound
You give it a
friend.
drunk and cute name, and all of a
Live
sudden
it
it's
up
all
with
right.
the
With your own
funniest,
kids.
most lovable dragon alive.
I mean, I love Nora.
Mm-hmm. No, that was the only thing. That was it.
The best pal a boy could ever have.
I love you too.
Sing.
Yeah, see, he was clearly looking just up. somewhere.
Yeah.
And laugh. With a wonderful motion
Sorry, I was
picture.
muted. Yeah, they had no frame of reference for the actors in this
Disney
shit.
Productions.
Like,
None at all.
they were just like, pretend there's a dragon there.
Pete's Dragon.
Wow, that's great. You're the most wonderful.
He probably didn't know what he was going to look like when he shot the
You're
movie.
never
You know?
too
Oh,
old
yeah.
to feel young. Pete's Dragon.
I'd venture to bet that they didn't, because the way that they was describing the dragon is nothing like what the thing fucking looks like.
Yeah, it's like because they have a whole song where he's talking about what the dragon looks like to Nora. He's got the
Uh-oh. Chat is
The
bagging
head.
on him, too.
head of a camel, and like yada yada yada. I don't know. Like really, I turned this movie off. I couldn't. I tapped out. Couldn't do it anymore.
I fell asleep watching this movie 3 times over the past 2 weeks trying to watch this fucking movie.
Honestly, the songs are so bad, dude, and it's kind of a testament. It's kind of like a little time capsule to see, because Disney songs now, they're like known for being so good, like such earworms, you know, like
They were better back then, too. Mary Poppins and Bananas and Fruitcakes both had better songs and came before this. Right? This one was just a turd.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this was just a dump.
dude, when at the very beginning of the movie, and he's singing that, they say in the trailer that "I love you too" song, like God, like I'm
That
surprised
whole
I made it
scene,
past that
whole
song. And
Ugh.
then they got the whole shtick taken straight out of Beauty and the Beast with like the crazy old father character at the bar talking about a dragon, and the whole rest of the bar is like, oh, there's crazy old Maurice. I mean, whatever his name is,
Lampy,
because we
bro.
stole this Lampy, yeah, like
Lampy. Oh god.
and
Like, yeah, you give a drunk a cute name, and all of a sudden he's finding me
yeah.
kids, like I was saying.
Oh,
and it just goes to show
That song when he's in the bar, that's probably the best song of the whole movie, really.
yeah, probably
A dragon! I tell you, I saw a dragon.
Yeah.
and then she's up there
Yeah.
dancing on the beer keg until it spews.
I think my most tolerable song to me was the one that Pete and Nora sing. I can't remember what it is, but like the chorus was kind of catchy, and I was like, oh, okay, this is like the least offensive to my ears song in the whole movie. And I remember thinking that, but
This song has hurt the least.
yeah. So I really don't have much to say about this movie. Like, it was hard to pay attention to even when I was watching it, and I turned it off pretty quick. 'Cause it lost me with like the snake oil salesman and shit. I don't even know what was going on there.
Oh my god.
you could tell how this movie got made, right? They obviously had like an old west set. Like, all right, we got a set. We're gonna use that. This one, get us a lighthouse set piece, and then we're good on locations, right? And they made it on the cheap, pretty much. I feel like, or they had to put all the money into animation, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's about 3
Yeah,
sets.
I really get the feeling a lot of this shit was made on the fly. Like they would just be like, okay, well we have access to this now, so let's just change up this part of the story to match the shit we have access to.
Yeah.
I kept watching this movie. Just go ahead, Argo.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say I kept watching the movie just to. I wanted to see what's going to happen at the end. I wanted to see if it's going to be like the old yellow, if there's going to be like an old yellow moment, or if he got to put down Elliot or something. Like, what's going on here? You know, I had to know what happened at the end.
Well, you
Had
tell
to.
me.
What happened at the end?
Yeah.
The fucking like her boyfriend comes back to town, right? It's
Right.
like he's sailing up by the reef, and well, actually the Bogans come and they team up with the snake oil guy, right, to kidnap Pete, right?
And they're like the McPoyles, right?
And-
From Always Sunny. They're like just an
And
inbred
they
family.
use Pete as bait to trap the dragon, right? Which of course fails because he's a fucking dragon. And they escape in time to go light the lighthouse, in time to guide the fucking boyfriend's ship in, and they come in and pretty much live happily ever after. He tells, for whatever reason, he tells the dragon he doesn't need him anymore. And he says like, "Bye," and he flies off.
Yeah, the dragon comes into people's lives when they need him. The dragon.
Hey, that's kind of like slaying the dragon in Divinity's Original Sin too. He's like, "I'll come back when you need me."
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, this movie is just a turd, and
Yeah, I know turds. I've replaced a chunk of sewage line today.
Something of an expert on turds.
A little bit.
I think it was a good idea. Some of the ideas in the movie were executed well, like when the dragon's supposed to be invisible and things are like going off in the town, like the fence, like you see in the trailer there, the fence
And the footprints and the,
popping up and all that stuff. Some of that's kind of cool that they actually were able to execute it properly, but
that's a good point.
The 2D actions are like we talked about before. They don't match at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
very good point.
It's kind of meta if you think about it. He's got his own like personal like predator, right? That can go invisible, and like protect him from shit. It's kind of sick to think about it like that.
Flamethrower.
I was just inventing other dumb shit to entertain myself while watching this movie. It's
right.
the songs are bad and they feel like filler. Really, it's like another song.
And they're entirely too long for how bad they are. And like some of these songs just go on and on.
I swear there was like a couple of them that were like 4-minute fucking song, and I'm like, we don't listen to songs this long on the radio most of the time.
Dude,
like
yeah. Yeah. They got to do like the full ass song. And songs used to be longer back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like the average song was like 6 or 7 minutes. Like even like pop songs back then, like they would really go off. And
yeah.
So
this movie, I remember being let down by this movie as a child too, because I heard the name of it. Someone was like, "I like that sounds fucking cool," because I'd seen like Dragonheart before. And I was like, "It's probably gonna be like that, right?" And I put this shit on. I'm like, no! Crying. Like,
No, the kids of today have it much better with How to Train Your Dragon.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
And
I
they
remember
rebooted this even in like what 2017 or some shit. Like
I think it was
pretty
16.
recent. Yeah. So yeah, I remember watching this as a kid. I'd be at my cousin's house and they were like, "Oh yeah, we gotta watch Pete's Dragon. That movie's awesome." I'm like, "Oh okay, cool. Let's put it on." And just being like, "Bruh."
yeah. Dude, same thing with like my parents or like older folks. They were like, "You're gonna love Pete's Dragon. It's a little boy that has his own dragon." And then they put it on, and I'm like, I'm gonna go climb the tree in the backyard and swing on a fucking chain.
I'm gonna go swing by my neck after watching this. Lord,
it wasn't the worst thing, but when you think that like there's probably a time when you could have went to the theater and watched this, or you could have watched Star Wars.
Yeah,
the first one. A lot of poor kids probably got subjected to this.
Yeah, a lot of Gen Xers. It's like a Gen X movie, you know. Like, see, it's like very small portion of the population remember this fondly.
This movie has Mickey Rooney playing Lampy, right? Who was like a child vaudevillian star. Like,
oh yeah, yeah. It just goes to show how incredibly old he lived to be, because like he was already old as balls when this came out. Yeah, and like watching this movie, I spent the entire time I had it on just looking up Mickey Rooney's life, because he had a pretty interesting life. Because he started in the silent film era, like way back in the day.
If only this was a silent film.
He had already gone broke. Like he had peaked his success and then fallen off to like cataclysmic lows by the time this movie came out. So, yeah, poor Mickey Rooney. He got like restraining orders against his children and shit, and like was filing like elder abuse against them.
Wild.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't understand. Apple Cart. I don't understand this because Gone with the Wind is a garbage movie too.
Well, it's the Royal Gone with the Wind. Now it's see.
how it's
Gone with the broken wind.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking hate Gone with the Wind. Like the story and the idea of the story.
Frankly, my dear, I don't want to watch this again.
Well, yeah, that's Pete's Dragon.
That's Pete's Dragon. Yeah. Yeah, Back in Action is a turd, but it's a real shiny turd compared to Pete's Dragon, that's for sure.
Yeah, that turd has dried up, it has quit stinking, and somebody painted that shit gold.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the trailer.
Death never misses.
It's all janky.
What's up, Doc?
Is this your idea? The Looney Tunes are back on the big screen.
We hug, we cry. So did you miss me?
And all they have to do is travel the world to find
The blue monkey.
What's a blue monkey? A very special diamond.
The diamond has supernatural powers. Now, if I were a giant diamond, where would I be? Not there.
You know this all sounds insane.
Kids love it. I don't know the meaning of the word fair.
Say your prayers, dude.
Here, now, a state of terror.
We cannot let a boy, a girl, and a rabbit thwart our plans for global domination.
What about the duck?
Death never misses a cue.
God, sir. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me, Fred Levy. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
Where's Yosemite Sam?
You want the varmints and what they come for.
Modified Chevrolet with a big 24 on the side.
Out of the way, fancy boy.
Coming through. Help me!
What kind of sick joke is this?
Pick one that homophobic slur there.
Dynamite!
Throw it out the window.
It'll send the wrong message to children.
That shit was funny.
Brendan Fraser, Jenna Elfman, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck,
Welcome to my world.
and Steve Martin as the evil head of the Acme Corporation
I know I'm hot.
in the biggest animated adventure ever to hit real life. Looney Tunes back in action.
It's all yuck yuck and then bam wham blam.
Only in theaters November 14th.
I mean, I thought it was fun.
It was fun enough. And you know what? I watched this movie, but I watched it at 1.5 times speed.
Oh, it was
and
hilarious.
It's way better.
Uh-huh.
It's way better when if you speed it up. Like the timing, everything. The timing is better when you speed it up by 1.5. And I guess it makes sense being Looney Tunes. But I watched it before and I was like, ooh, that was bad. And I watched it again this week, today actually. And I watched it sped up and I was like, why is it so much better? Like,
Yeah, the second time I watched it this week, I watched it at 1.5, and I was like, "This is hilarious."
yeah, like the timing is way better at 1.5. So if you watch this movie, watch it sped up a little bit. It's better.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. It was okay.
Yeah.
Some stuff that like they could have cut out, like, but
I didn't hate it, but I didn't
fine.
like it.
Yeah. This is straight up cash grab, like a late attempt at tagging on to the success of Space Jam.
Mhm.
which I mean, real late because this is like what 8 years after the fact. Space Jam was 95, I want to say.
There was
It's
a couple of
2003.
other. There was a couple other Looney Tunes movies between then and Space Jam, but yeah, no, that the whole string of them was mostly trying to keep that fucking ball rolling.
Yeah,
96 of Space Jam.
96. Okay. So, yeah.
And Space Jam is, as we've said, too good. So
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Nice
And
butt.
And I'm gonna be honest, Brendan Fraser is too good for this movie.
Yeah, not even Brendan Fraser could save this movie, dude. Like,
Dude,
I don't honestly. I feel like the Looney Tunes are the best part of this movie. Like the actual cartoon characters, which I guess is as it should be. But everything else just fell so flat. Like the story that props up the Looney Tune antics was just meh.
oh, the story is it is just barely even a
Yeah.
fucking palpable fucking. You barely know that it's happening.
And
You know what I mean?
you know something's wrong when Steve Martin is the worst part of a movie, dude.
Dude,
He's insufferable in this.
I
Like,
could not stand his character.
yeah,
Of course, maybe that was on purpose. He might have done that on purpose.
yeah.
Took me a minute to recognize that was him. I was like, is that? No.
He would never do something so insufferable. Like,
No, he was doing
Yes, he
wild
would.
shit around this time. He was doing like bringing down the house with what's her big black lady at the time. He was doing just wild shit. Queen Latifah.
yeah,
And yeah.
so movie's not good. Brendan Fraser, he plays a security guard on the Warner Brothers lot, and he's trying to become a stunt man in the movies, and he's having a hard time with it. He's doing real bad. And come to find out, like, his dad is like big shot, like Warner Brothers actor who's known for playing this like 007 style character, but he refuses to ride his dad's coattails to the top. He wants to do it himself, but he just can't. So Daffy Duck at the beginning of the movie is getting fired from Warner Brothers, and he meets Brendan Fraser and gets Brendan Fraser fired. So they're both fired, and they go back to his dad's house, and turns out his dad is actually a 007 style super spy and not just an actor, and he's been kidnapped by Acme. So they got to go across country to Las Vegas and save his dad. And so they do.
Yeah. Enough said about that.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about that.
You go to Walmart at one point.
They go to Walmart. Oh God. And they do a stupid Wayne's World-esque like, oh, product placement. Get it? Because it's shameless product placement, and we're gonna talk about it in the movie. Like,
is it just me, or does Warner Brothers continuously get away with just like, this is what we're doing, and we're gonna shove it in your face that this is what we're doing, and you're still gonna buy it?
Yeah, the whole movie is of Space Jam. Yeah, they've been doing that for a while.
Especially the new Space Jam. The new Space Jam, like, I don't
It's so
who
bad.
I've
no
never
one
seen
asked
it.
for that.
I never will.
It will fuck up old Space
I
Jam
haven't
if you
seen
don't
it.
do it.
I haven't
It
seen it.
will.
I don't plan on watching it.
And this movie, Back in Action, is directed by Joe Dante, who directed Gremlins and Gremlins 2. And Gremlins 2, I think, is the best Looney Tunes movie there is. Definitely. If you've ever seen Gremlins 2, there's no actual Looney Tunes, but the comedy is very loony, like Looney Tunes. It's got that like pacing, and it's really good. So they brought Joe Dante back to do this, and he just had nothing to work with, I guess. I noticed for whatever reason, like whenever Daffy Duck and Brendan Fraser go to the garage because they're going to get in his car to go on to begin this road trip, they play just for a second the Gremlins theme. Dun, 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 dun. Like, for whatever reason, they're just like, oh, I'm Joe Dante. I can do this.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
So what are you gonna put, Pete's Dragon or this?
This, for sure. I watched this whole movie. The whole thing.
Watched it more than once.
Yeah. So I don't got to deliberate at all.
No, we could send it 4-1.
Yeah. Pete's Dragon.
Chat said Pete's Dragon.
Oh, Chad's voting for Pete's Dragon? Well, I was gonna vote for Pete's Dragon for my kid because she actually liked that movie pretty good. That's like actually about to be in my regular rotation, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're hearing those songs.
Unfortunately.
Hey, if she liked it.
So, wait. Argo, what are you voting for?
Pete's Dragon.
Gross.
I know it's not gonna win. It's one of those like, oh yeah, you know, whatever.
Danger close. Looney Tunes back in action. Moving forward 15-10 on some charity points.
Yeah. I don't know what chat's thinking. I have my reason.
Yeah.
I think chat unironically likes it.
Oh man, it's not good. It's not good. It's okay. I like a lot of not good things.
Like,
so
Ray specifically asked for it the next day, and I was like, maybe tomorrow.
Let me cool off on it for a little bit. All right, so Chippendale beats Casper 15-10, and Looney Tunes Back in Action beats Pete's Dragon 15-10. Next round, we'll have Roger Rabbit versus Chippendale, and Bedknobs and Broomsticks against Looney Tunes Back in Action. But first, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. Stick with us, chat. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Film Heat Live. Doing our cartoon crossover list, looking at live action and cartoons together. Together at last. All right. So up next, we're looking at Roger Rabbit versus Chip and Dale. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I say Chip and Dale, I want to say Chippendales, like the dancers, the strippers.
They even referenced that in the beginning of the flick.
Yeah, which is funny. Made me laugh.
They're like, when you think of Chippendale, you probably think of this.
Yeah. But I like how they set it up. Like it's like a bait and switch because they talk about like Edward Chippendale, the inventor of the something or another. I laughed at that. Good stuff.
Yep.
All right. So the OG, the one and only, the old school cool Roger Rabbit. Let's take a look at this trailer. 1988.
A 3-minute trailer for 88.
3 minutes. Got the whole Touchstone.
Yep, that adult Disney.
Yeah.
Mommy's going to the beauty parlor, darling. But I'm leaving you with your favorite friend, Roger. He's going to take very, very good care of you. Because if he doesn't, he's going back to the science lab.
Cut! What the hell is wrong with that take? Nothing with you, baby Herman. You were great. You were perfect. You were better than perfect. This Roger, he keeps blowing his lines. Roger, what's this? A tweeting bird? Tweeting bird? Roger, read this. Look what it says. It says rabbit gets clunked, rabbit sees stars. Not birds, stars! Can we lose the playback, please? You're killing me, killing me. For crying out loud, Roger. How many times do we have to do this damn scene? Raoul, I'll be in my trailer. Taking a nap! Excuse me,
Please, Raoul, I can give you stars. Just drop the refrigerator in my head one more time.
Roger, I got on your head 23 times already.
I can take it. Don't worry about me.
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the refrigerator.
This is the tale of an up-and-coming movie star named Roger Rabbit and a down-and-out private detective named Eddie Valiant.
Ooga booga.
Every moment they were together was a new adventure in trouble.
Hide me, Eddie. Please.
What the fuck is
It's a
this
movie
trailer?
about friendship,
Get easy. Please, Eddie. Don't tell me you're making a big mistake.
love, compassion,
Well, I'm sorry I yanked your ears.
All the time you yanked my ears?
murder,
Marvin Acme. The rabbit cacked him last night.
Remember, you never saw me.
sex,
I'd do anything for my husband, Mr. Valiant. Anything.
and violence.
Tunes gets him every time.
You wouldn't have any idea where the rabbit might be?
Got a thing for rabbits. The whole thing stinks like yesterday's diapers.
It's a comedy a little different from all the rest.
I'm a pig. I'm a tune.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket or you just happy to see me?
Touchstone Pictures and Steven Spielberg present a Robert Zemeckis film.
We tunes may act idiotic, but we're not stupid.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That's a fucking long ass trailer, jeez.
Yeah.
You're muted, Sharon.
It's definitely not a movie you should take a 6-year-old to see in the theater.
No. Movie's not for kids.
But
it is a masterpiece, though, in its own right. Like, honestly.
Oh yeah. No, it's been embedded and emblazoned upon my brain and my development very early on, because my parents didn't apparently pay a whole lot of attention to what the movie was really about in many cases.
Well, if they watched that trailer, they wouldn't fucking know.
You ain't lying.
I mean, it does say there's sex and violence.
It does say that.
Oh yeah.
He's a rabbit, for Christ's sake. He'd be fucking.
There's so much work went into making this movie, because there's a whole lot of cartoon characters holding like real guns. So when they filmed it, they had to like have these guns rigged up on strings, like floating onto the set. You know, when the weasels come into Eddie's office and they're shaking him down looking for Roger when they're handcuffed together, all these weasels, they're all holding real guns. So you can watch the behind the scenes of like the door opens and they just have these rigs with these strings holding these guns come in, and they have to like turn them just so, you know, because like they're in there like, where's the rabbit, see? And you know, there at the end, he's got the cartoon gun that was gifted to him, like from Yosemite Sam or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all the little redneck bullets,
stereotype bullets. Yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man, so good. So this movie is about a detective, a private eye, who used to work with his brother. They were a duo, and they would always work the Toontown cases until his brother was killed by a Toon. So now Eddie Valiant is his name. He hates the Toons. He don't want nothing to do with them. But he gets pegged to take the case for Roger, who gets framed when, what is it? He's the CEO of Acme Corporation gets killed.
Yep.
And so they got to find his will to figure out what the fate of Toontown's going to be.
He always had a soft spot for Toons, apparently, and he was supposed to have left it.
Yeah,
to the Toons.
What's the left? Yeah, Toontown and all of his estate to the Toons, but they gotta find the will. And our bad guy, he's like a judge. They keep calling him the judge.
He's a judge.
He's a judge. Yeah.
And they talk about how Toontown was in his jurisdiction, and he's such a bad guy. He had to figure out a way to fucking kill and / punish Toons. It's, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, man. And this movie, it turns out to be about like killing public transportation and like bulldozing low income housing for highways and shit like that. Like it's got a pretty deep kind of a message buried under all that slapsticky goofiness.
I'm surprised this movie got made, just seeing how it trashes like old Hollywood, right? Like,
yeah,
in this movie, the Toons are like a loose allegory for minorities and black people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're even sequestered in their own neighborhood. They're the stars. They're used for the fucking benefit of their fucking the studio guy there.
Yep.
Right. Even like you were saying, the fucking judge wants to build a high freeway through the fucking Toontown, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a shallow analogy there or whatever.
Yeah.
This movie's saying a lot.
Definitely. Oh, yeah. And it's just dripping with style, you know, being set in like the 40s or something like that.
Yep.
Whenever the judge character at the end, he reveals his grand plan. He's like, I'm going to build a freeway. And everybody's like, freeway?
A what?
What the hell's a freeway? Like nobody knows what he's talking about. Pull this up.
I mean, it's sad in that by the time this movie was made in '88, the bad guy's plan had already happened in real life.
Yeah, the bad guy's already
a long
won,
time
yeah.
ago. It's kind of
Yeah.
sad when you think about it that way.
Bad guy's long since won. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
He's got the best transportation system in
In
the
LA,
world.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what
at
I
the
didn't
beginning.
know?
Go ahead.
I didn't know that Bob Hoskins was fucking British somehow. my
Oh,
whole life.
yeah.
Or
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot. I had to look up what he actually sounded like. He sounds kind of different talking in his normal affect, but I
He's
thought he
sweet.
was a straight fucking New Jersey guy, Brooklyn guy. or something.
What about Smee? Smee's me.
I forgot he's in that. He's best known to me from Spice World.
I was like, you knew, okay.
He's in that movie for like 2 seconds.
Right.
And he says like one line, and I believe his voice is dubbed over by one of the girls, because one of the girls goes into like a phone booth and like does the Superman and comes out as Bob Hoskins.
Yeah, and it was like the wrong outfit or some shit.
Yeah. Silly.
He was in that movie with Jet Li.
What?
Mermaids?
Oh,
The one where
yeah.
Jet Li wears like the collar.
The collar, yeah. That was that the
Oh,
one?
shit.
No. That
No,
was
no.
That movie was pretty good actually. I remember seeing that
Yeah.
movie and was like, oh shit, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
We might have to watch that.
Yeah,
It might
well-
not be that good.
We'll see.
You know how we are.
Oh yeah. But man, speaking of holding up, Roger Rabbit is a fucking amazing movie, dude. So good on so many levels. It's so good. It takes the piss out of Hollywood, takes the piss out of like the transit system in America. You know, it takes the piss out of like corrupt city officials. You know, it's a very serious movie with a very silly setting.
Yeah. It's definitely a movie that it was a movie I thought was funny when I was little. It's a movie I can appreciate as an adult.
Yeah. I remember being like a little kid and my parents sitting me down, you know, in front of this movie, like it's something to watch. And I remember not liking it as a kid because like it made me uncomfortable. It's a very dark movie. There's the scene where they're demonstrating like, because that acid type stuff, that's like I forget what it's called, but it's like an ink remover.
They call it dip colloquially, but it's like acetone.
Yeah, it's like an acetone. It's an ink remover. There's a scene where he dips the adorable little shoe and kills it in the thing, and like I just remember that like did not sit well with like little me. I was like, no, don't like that at all.
Yeah, little me
Can't be
was
killing shoes around here, man.
No,
little me was used to seeing some fucked up shit. I
not
guess.
cute shoes. Like
it was a shoe with a personality like a puppy, and he was like,
yeah, and he kills it all slow. You know, like he like tortures it to death, basically. Like
Yeah.
it's not for fucking kids.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like just bloop and it dissolves.
Yeah.
No, he like slow dips it. He takes that thing and he's like,
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like whimpering for its life the whole
Mhm.
time, you know? It's
Mhm.
not comfortable.
but my parents
Fucking-
let me finish watching it when I was like 6.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you know,
it's wild.
it's a wild movie. And at the end, when like it's revealed that the bad guy is a tune too, and like he gets run over by the thing, by the steamroller or whatever, that fucked me up as a little kid. And then like when he's going all crazy as a tune, he looks all crazy with the cartoon eyes. That fucked me up.
Scary, bro.
That's scary. That's scary business, man. That's scary stuff.
The bad guy in this movie reminds me of the bad guy in like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty much modeled after him, right? He's got the round glasses and a fucking hat and a coat, right?
Yeah.
And fucking Spielberg was probably on both those sets.
They do that anime thing where like he wears the glasses, but it'll have like the light just right where the glare goes across it.
Oh yeah, that makes it fucking scary as shit.
Yeah, it's like very menacing looking, very stylized.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Roger Rabbit is phenomenal flick. So much work went into it, and you can tell. Robert Zemeckis, guy who brought us
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. He was the director of this.
Yeah. Doesn't get much better.
It really
You know
doesn't.
You know what? Something I thought was funny about this movie.
Huh.
This movie, Jessica Rabbit is voiced by like a lady named like Kathleen Turner, who is we know her as Freda Felcher.
Really?
The lady that plays Freda Felcher in Dumb and Dumber 2 T.O.
Really?
Wow.
Does the speaking voice of Jessica Rabbit.
Wow.
That's pretty hilarious to me because like they had the whole Dumb and Dumber 2 movie which is supposed to be hideous.
Like the basic polar opposite of Jessica Rabbit.
And now if you listen to her speak, you could totally hear like the younger version of that lady's voice. That lady must be a smoker or something because something happened to her voice.
Yeah.
Ventura.
Hilarious to me. I was like, what? Freda?
Oh yeah.
Freda Felcher?
I was just looking her up. What did we just watch with her in it?
A few months ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else?
Oh, okay. Never mind. We didn't watch it, but I was just looking up Serial Mom. She's the titular mom in Serial Mom, which I want to watch.
Yeah.
Totally. Huh. That's interesting. I had no idea. It's the same lady.
Mm-hmm.
That is wild. Wow.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
That character was drawn just to just be like sex on an easel, I guess. Like,
oh yeah, big time. Oh man, I love the scene in Roger Rabbit when he thinks he's looking for Jessica Rabbit, you know, because he thinks he's getting set up by her, and he goes into Toontown and he finds what he thinks is her. It turns out to be somebody else. I can't remember that character's name. The crazy lady. Oh man.
Oh.
And
yeah.
when she slams into the wall and goes flat against the wall, like you can see like her tits
her saggy tits.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laughing at that. Nice touch.
Had to do something with him, right?
That's funny.
I gotta go somewhere.
Okay, but that was like a Toon character or something, like crazy witch lady.
Yeah.
You know, I understand now.
Yeah.
So Roger Rabbit versus Chippendale.
This is one of the harder ones for me.
Yeah. Just coming into this, we thought Roger Rabbit would be the juggernaut, which it is. It's good. But maybe there's like a young buck on the block here. Maybe.
Yeah, it's almost not even fair. Chippendale is so clever with Roger Rabbit being like the
OG.
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I said earlier, it's like Chippendale is like a modern look at the exact same world Roger Rabbit was like in the 40s, you know, same universe, just like 80 years later.
Seems that way.
Yep.
Which I really like about Chip and Dale. Like, I think that's a point for it. But honestly, I'm leaning toward the OG just because they go well out of their way to incorporate the live action elements with the animated elements, animated characters. You know, they got like the chase scene with Bob Hoskins driving like the cartoon car, you know, so they had to like stick him in like a little go-kart to film that.
And to compare the two is also unfair and would give Roger Rabbit more credit as well, because they did what they did in 1981 versus, you know, almost, you know, today in 2022, we do whatever we want,
right?
Make it look good, you know.
Oh yeah, just piss it out, definitely.
Yeah, there's a whole art form that's more or less lost now.
I mean, still need a talented artist,
sure.
But just with the technology that we have today, it's a lot easier to do that than it was in 1981.
Yeah, they're not putting shit on strings and fucking having puppeteers fucking act it out.
Yeah. Just dozens of people on set at a time. Just
The
all
octopus
these
scene
people to make
in the
it work.
bar, bro. And the octopus is like touching all real cups and glasses and
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Dude, the work that must have went into that is just ridiculous. And I mean, when I was watching Chip and Dale, I was admiring all the work that went into the animation. Because which one is it, Chip or Dale? The one that's CG in the movie, like he looks phenomenal. And there's scenes where they'll have Chip and Dale. I have to stop saying Chip and Dale. They'll have Dale and Chip in clothing, and it'll be real clothing, you know, like physical stuff. And I was like, okay, that's a nice touch. And like they're both two different styles of animation, and to see them, you know, how they did that with both is really cool. So a tip of the hat to them for that. But
and the original cartoon, I think I might have watched something that talked about this. Isn't one of them supposed to be based off like Indiana Jones, and one of them is based off like Magnum PI?
Magnum PI, yeah.
Yep,
that's exactly right. And that's what it's funny in the movie when they're running through the convention, and they come out the other side and they're wearing their clothing, and the camera pans back, and it turns out they had just run through the like Indiana Jones like clothing store or whatever. And everybody's like, and as soon as they're in their outfits, everybody's like, oh, it's Chip and Dale.
That's yeah. I feel like Chip and Dale should almost get extra points for not sucking and being new. Maybe I just haven't seen any new
That's
good
true.
movies recently.
Yeah.
But
They should get an equal amount of points for not sucking and being new as Roger Rabbit should get for being as amazing as it was while not having anything to base itself on. You know, like it's an original thing, while Chip and Dale is really based on Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit even makes an appearance in Chip and Dale, voiced by the same guy.
It's an extremely clever idea. Roger Rabbit just like take noir movies, detective shit, and then mix in cartoons. It's a really wacky, zany idea, and then to pull it off as well as they did is pretty wild to me.
It's really all about the juxtaposition too, like because it's like a noir crime film, like dark, gritty, crimey, set in tunes which are the opposite of all those things. So I think I got to give mine to Roger.
Yeah, me too. Just for the boldness of it. It's like it's kind of out of this world to even think to do that. What do you? And then to get people to give you money to do it. I think.
Oh yeah,
I take a lot of big names.
Now you got me wondering if Roger Rabbit's what planted the seed of my love for noir shit, like that fucking jazz noir kind of.
Yeah.
To be honest, I haven't seen
Dick
any
Tracy.
proper.
Yeah. Well, see, I saw Dick Tracy and Roger Rabbit around the same kind of time frame.
So in the 80s, everybody was nostalgic for like 50s and 40s shit.
The
Huh?
50s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. There's like a 30-year.
Yeah, that
It's operating on
nostalgia.
30-year windows.
Yeah. Well, because everybody turns 30 and starts remembering all the shit that they liked when they were a kid. So
Member berries.
And further in that, they have a little bit of money.
yeah. Yeah.
The member berries start blooming, and
Yeah, I remember Dick Tracy being like having its little brief resurgence there. My only experience with Dick Tracy was I would go to bed at night, and I had a night shirt when I was a little kid, you know, a little t-shirt I'd sleep in, and it was a Dick Tracy t-shirt. And it just had like his silhouette on there, and that's my only experience with Dick Tracy. But at that time, if you asked me, I tell you I love Dick Tracy. Yeah, I know Dick Tracy. I love Dick Tracy.
look, I even got a shirt.
That's my bedtime buddy, bro.
Yeah.
So Dick's your bedtime buddy, huh?
Take Dick to bed every night. Why are the cops here?
That is a mess.
Somebody else thinking.
Yeah, I need Argo and an Eric vote, I think.
I'm gonna have to go Roger Rabbit just because it's such a deeply seated fucking
old dick bed.
Old dick bed.
What up, Pass Blaster? Shout out to my man, Pass Blaster. He's got his own show, a very awesome show. They talk about old school video games, arcade style.
Oh, really? So that's like the video game version. We talk about old ass.
We talk
old
about
ass,
yeah.
80s era, 90s. Interesting.
Shout out to the Laser Time Sick of Star Wars sub podcast. We're on there together. The old Antista. I should have brought Antista on for this episode, actually.
Telling you,
This would
you
be a
gotta
good
bug
one
the shit
for
out of
him.
them. You're
Yeah.
a podcaster now.
That's right. It's my jab. My jib.
You cannot be annoying.
I gotta be annoying. You gotta bug him constantly. Yeah. I'm just gonna show up at his house and we're gonna record from his house. That's what we're gonna do.
Gonna show up with an armload of fucking recording equipment and
Oh no, he's got it. He's a professional podcaster. Just make sure his pants optional.
Pants.
It's the Pants Optional podcast. You can come up with
Yo,
all the
see,
time.
people assume I'm wearing pants now.
All right, y'all. What
All right.
what y'all got?
Eric said Roger Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Argo.
Yeah, I'll go Roger Rabbit this time.
You know, and it's not an indictment of Chippendale.
Chippendale's the worst
Like-
movie ever. You guys voted against it.
Considering what a
Oh, no.
masterpiece, considering what a pedestal Roger Rabbit is on for me, like way up high in Elysium. It's close. This is a really close call for me because Chippendale was just that good, and to see something that good come out in 2022 is refreshing.
Yeah,
So,
it really is.
Did we have the chat up? I mean, the chat vote
Yeah, there was
going?
no uptake on that. So
Okay. No worries. Roger Rabbit moving forward.
This is our drawn out podcast. That was like probably 40 minutes ago. I ran the poll.
Yeah.
Capped at 10 minutes. It pissed me off.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a third party straw poll or something.
Maybe.
Strawpoll.com. You think you can
Maybe
run
we,
as long as you want?
maybe we should just start the poll after we've talked about it for a little while. I don't know.
After we've been sitting here flipping our jib for fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just like talking about things. Maybe I should start a podcast.
It's hard to get. It's hard to judge how long we're gonna talk about shit. So who knows?
Yeah, no,
I'll talk about our next one, and I'll change
I'm
something.
sure everyone here and everyone that's ever watched an episode of this knows I do not know when to shut the fuck up.
We're pretty long-winded sometimes, but I think that's okay. But moving into our next round, we've got our last new movie of the evening.
Hell
Bed
yeah.
Knobs and Broomsticks.
Sick.
A banger, bro.
Love
An
it,
absolute banger. What was this one? 71?
Yeah. Sorry, oldest on this list.
Damn. I wonder what the oldest movie we've talked about is.
Ooh, that's a good
Not much older than this. Like early 70s is the earliest we go, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Clockwork
wait.
Orange.
When was Clockwork Orange? That was like
Early
71, I want to
70s,
say.
probably
Yeah.
the same year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or 1 or 3. So yeah, we don't 70s pacing is all we can handle. We can't handle 60s pacing. Next level.
Next level.
All right, roll that beautiful trailer.
Let's take a look.
How did she do that? Because she's a witch. That's the sort of thing witches do. Sound the alarm!
Is that witch? This is the coolest thing you could do as a witch. Like if Harry Potter did some shit like this, bro.
Right?
Bro, when I was a little kid and they had all them suits of armor marching off to war, bro, I was a little kid boner. I was rock hard. I was like,
It's still pretty
that's so goddamn
sweet,
cool.
man. This
It's like,
movie,
how do I do that?
This is a sick ass movie, bro. Angela Lansbury is babe. You know she's still alive?
Of course she is. This is Mrs. Potts. This is a national treasure right here.
I mean,
Stoner
Tomlinson?
legend.
Bro.
And he's not too bad himself.
I love him, man.
I mean, he
Mr.
was
Banks
in.
was the best part of fucking
Yeah.
old Poppins.
When he's singing about all the things that you can invest your tuppence in.
Eglantine Price, the apprentice
I thought he was way better than this.
correspondence course in
Oh, absolutely.
I think he's just good no matter what he does.
He's an old tomcat.
I ain't never seen
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
He was like obviously half drunk most of the movie.
Man, everybody was half drunk back then. Nothing else
You're
to
not
do.
wrong. You're not wrong.
It's like it's cold out today. I'm drinking. Let me alone.
They lead 3 homeless Cockney waifs.
I got a headache. I'm drinking. My knees
Homeless
hurt. I'm
Cockney
drinking.
waves. Holy shit.
Oh wait, Paul falling his knob.
More fantastic than anything you've
What's that
ever
got to do with
seen.
my knob? That's the best line in the fucking movie.
Oh man, see, this whole movie is an allegory for learning to jack off.
Did you see what island that is?
Boom boom.
That island has been
That's
copied into
Smuggler's Cove.
Smuggler's Bay. Smuggler's Bay.
Yeah, Smuggler's Bay. Yeah.
You can't play Resident Island.
100% copied into the game. I bet.
Oh yeah.
It looks exactly the same.
Dude, I forgot. These little shithead kids are so bad. Like they're straight up shaking her down for money at the beginning.
Oh yeah. They learn though.
Yeah, they're not like fucking little rich brats like Mary Poppins had. Those are fucking gangster kids.
That's true. That's true. These kids are from the streets.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
They're from Portobello Road.
Mm-hmm. That's where you
take
that's
notes,
where you
Peach
go to buy
Dragon.
get drugs.
Portobello Road.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so-
Portobello Road is a banger.
That slaps,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
That shit
That
slaps.
shit does.
it's a bop.
Yeah, that's what they call it now.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for all the lights and the bubbles and the cute fish, that would be boring.
Yeah.
It's briny, bro.
They managed to take the slowest part of the movie and make it very colorful. Because nobody cared about them falling in love, really.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but the scene where he's at the train station, and then Angela Lansbury comes, like his imagination fantasy. Angela Lansbury comes walking down the
That's
railroad
his wet
track.
dream you're talking about.
Uh-huh. That whole Angela Lansbury and fucking what the fuck you call it?
Negligee.
Image
I
and
don't
shit.
remember.
It's not burlesque outfit, but close.
Yeah.
Like real fucking close.
All right, I'm throwing a 10-minute poll. We can talk about it for 10 minutes.
Yeah, bed knobs and broomsticks and Looney Tunes back in action.
Poll is live.
I always loved how it's just funny. Like she's buying all this like bullshit, these spells. It's like it's supposed to be a total scam, but like it works for her. And she's like, I gotta go find this guy because I need my next spell, you know. Because we're about to turn the tide on these Nazis, as they say. Takes place during the World War II.
I think that's what makes this movie even that much better. Is fuck the Nazis.
Yeah.
Fuck the
big
Nazis.
time. You know, and it was serious for them back then, you know, because they were getting bombed like crazy. I mean, not in the 70s, of course, but just 30 years prior, they were straight up getting bombed, you know. Americans can't even imagine any shit like that. Like actually experiencing a home front, you know. And the movie opens and they've got like the home front guard, all the old folks form like the militia.
Yep.
The soldiers of the old home guard.
Even that song is better than any song of Pete's Dragon.
Every song in Pete's Dragon is complete garbage compared to a line out of a song from Bed Knobs and Broomstick.
I messed up the banner. I just put bed knobs and broomsticks.
And Bloomstick.
We know what Justin's voting for.
Looney, something or other. BS. All right, save. Boop. Fixed it. This is an impartial podcast. Okay.
I mean, we don't got to go too hard on this one. Like I think we all know what's the better movie here. Like, honestly.
Of course. And you know, usually when we have an old movie like this, we kind of drag it through the mud for being old.
Right.
But this one takes off and it's
Mhm.
not
It's so much
boring
fun.
whatsoever.
No,
it keeps you going, keeps you interested.
No 70s pacing. It's wild.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It's just like so. It blew my mind because like my mom would usually put on old movies and stuff of this ilk, and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Right?
Is this?
But then, I'm not gonna lie. As a kid, I didn't appreciate most of it, except for the end, like because I was a little fascist kid. I was like, hell, wars in this? Okay, hell yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, I was the same way. Because I remember that middle part when they're in like the cartoon area. I didn't give a fuck about that. I'm like, this is the worst
Not
part of the
even a little.
movie.
Not
Like,
even a little bit.
I like
on the island of Nabumbubu.
Nabumbu or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like the beginning because they're talking about World War II. I like the end because they got fucking straight up reanimated suits of armor going to war against Nazis. And I was just like,
That's the most metal
bro,
thing I can think of, bro.
Yeah,
this is
man.
amazing.
That shit's metal as fuck.
Yeah.
They're like just marching and they're like hosing them with fucking submachine
Yeah.
gun fire and
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
MG42s fucking just hosing and they're just walking into
Marching forward,
blowing
yeah,
holes all
inexorably.
through, and they're like, whatever.
And they stop
Yeah.
about the bullets out of their boot.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
They're like, oh.
Yeah, and like the one, like the horseman armor gets blown apart and just like pulls stuff together, but it's like all mishmashed. Like, it's got,
Right.
like the boot coming out of its head.
I
Got, like,
I got
the head
a
and arm of
I got like these really strong Sam Raimi vibes,
Yeah, yeah.
and I feel like he might have been influenced by this movie growing up a little bit.
You
I
know
feel
what?
like a lot. I feel like they
Good
influenced
point.
a lot of shit, like J.K. Rowling.
Well, obviously,
People
yes,
the whole
but you know,
idea. This movie was prophetic, bro.
Yeah.
but that whole fight scene at the end really reminded me of Army of Darkness at the end of that movie.
Yeah. Cause like it's like it's like it's got that puppetry mixed with stop motion type stuff. And it's real badass, but it's also like real comical. You know, it's got a bit of that like silliness.
And
That,
with
the-
dark
the-
vibes.
yeah.
the suits of armor that are like obviously like just made over tall on the people wearing them. So they're like looking through the slot
Oh, yeah.
slit in the fucking shirt, doing everything.
And what's badass is like they've got all the different eras, like all the suits of armor. Like it's not just some like bullshit. Like, you can see like the early medieval, the late medieval, the like early medieval with like the Anglo-Saxon style armors and stuff like that. Like they're all there and they're all marching together. There's like a whole like army of like the, you know, the 988 era, and then here comes like the 1066 era, and then later on there's like the much later like the 1400s era. Like,
And then my favorite part, out of nowhere, when the fucking Highland troops show up, fucking blowing bagpipe up on the fucking hill, and everybody's just like,
yeah. Here come these guys again. These motherfuckers.
these fucking guys. Are
Even the suits of armor are like,
Yeah, I dig the bagpipe music though. It makes me want to fucking kill somebody.
I mean,
that's because we got Scottish blood in us. That's what we can handle bagpipe music.
I can dig it.
It awakens the warrior in us.
I just thought it was hilarious how like everybody stops and like all the suits of hip armor like looking up at the hill and like looking at each other like because I mean up on the hill it's like literally just like a sash and a kilt and fucking
and bagpipes
and just bagpipe. Like
yeah, man. So yeah, I think this is pretty much no question. I'm going bed knobs and broomsticks for sure. I'm locking mine in right now. Justin, what you?
Oh, versus Looney Tunes, definitely bed knobs and broomstick. That's not.
Yeah. Like at least for Justin and I'm sure for all of us. Like, not only is this a good movie, but it's also got the nostalgic. Like we watched this as kids, so it's always fun
We
when
didn't hate it.
Yeah. No, I remember liking it. I probably liked it a little more than I would admit as a kid. You know, I probably was like, yeah, it's pretty good, but in my head, I'm like,
We also haven't stressed enough how much of what's the word I'm looking for? Prophetic performer Angela Lansbury is.
Oh,
please,
yeah, bro.
Come on. Like
she's a legend, an absolute legend, dude. Like,
legendary. Like
yeah, multiple generation legend. Like,
and she did it all: stage, screen,
small
animated
screen, big screen.
voices.
Yep.
You know, like.
And she wrote all those murders, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't forget.
wrote all the murder.
Yeah, bro. So, Argo, bed knobs and broomsticks. Yes,
Of course, this is the sweep right here.
Yeah. And Eric, Bedknobs and Broomsticks?
Man, it's so hard to not just vote for Brendan Fraser because it's
just on principle.
You're gonna
just on
dissent.
principle. I
mean,
think
I'm
I got to
not-
give him one just because I can't just leave him hanging like that.
Yeah,
He calls himself something
Done.
weird in that movie, like the Brendan Lord. Like, what does he refer to himself?
Yeah, no, he meets the Brendan Fraser fucking character as the stunt photo character.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
does that too.
And then he punches himself in the fucking face.
Yeah. We're gonna have a Brendan Fraser list sooner or later.
I mean, when he pulls that mask down and he's got the glint on his smile.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude was a babe. All right, so Looney Tunes gonna get a charity vote from Eric. Did
No,
Chad have
Brendan
anything to say on
Fraser's
this
getting
one?
Brendan
No,
Fraser's
no.
getting a vote. The rest of that movie can get wadded up and thrown in the fucking trash.
Cash grab.
Cash
All
grab.
right.
That movie even name checks like the Mummy. I'm like, don't try to name check a better movie,
Right?
fucking shit movie. All right, don't fucking try to pull it on me.
Do it.
No, not allowing it. All right. Semi-final round. Roger Rabbit versus Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Boy.
Maybe we should have voted something else. Fucked up.
Now we gotta make this decision.
On today's episode of Fucked Up. That's
Probably
fucked
gonna
up.
see this one again. Probably.
I don't know. I'm
List,
hoping.
list criteria alone, Roger Rabbit gets it from me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like based on criteria alone, because Bedknobs and Broomsticks, I was thinking earlier in the week, it's a kind of a loose fit because like it's only got that one kind of scene, it's only part of the second act where they actually do the.
And it's all janky too.
It is pretty, and it's really janky, yeah.
But it still fits. It definitely fits. So don't say it's a fucking loose fit. It just sucks.
It's like
I mean, it fits, but it's a loose fit. It's
let's
not-
say out of the whole movie, it's like 10 minutes of the dude drunk playing ref.
Yeah. Well, he's actually playing the king as the ref.
Yeah,
Right.
the king is playing ball and the guy's playing the ref and he's getting his ass run over all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sorry, like that whole scene interacting with the animation, you could tell he's been tipping.
It was rudimentary, for sure.
Yeah.
But I thought it was funny they had the fucking vultures were the medical team, and every time he went down, they'd be like, "Oh, let's get him."
They're like, ooh, mm-hmm. Yum yum.
All right, we'll do the thing. But let's see. So I guess we're probably gonna vote Roger Rabbit through here, and then Chip Dales will probably make it back. So that's probably gonna be our end.
Yeah, fucking A, right.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm voting Roger Rabbit. I got to.
Me too.
Yeah. Just it.
Then I'll throw the charity vote for the old folks out there, Bedknobs, because Roger Rabbit made me feel weird. Give me like my first boner from my mom and shit.
Gave you your first cartoon boner, huh?
Yeah, that shit was wild. Am I supposed to be watching this? Sexy as hell.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Jessica Rabbit.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Just
I
grab
was-
me, fam.
Maybe
Get
that's
it.
why I got. Maybe that's why I got like I'm a titties man because Jessica Rabbit.
Because Jessica, it's all on her. Y'all want to know something funny? I remember when I was a kid, we was like checking it out at Walmart one time. I was like, I don't know, 6 or something, and I saw like a tabloid, right? And it showed a picture of like Macaulay Culkin, and it's like his new bride, and it was Jessica Rabbit on there. And I was like, This fucking real.
Jealous.
I was like, is this real? Is that why he quit acting?
Can you
Cause
do
Jessica
that?
Rabbit fucking
I'd quit acting.
honey potted him?
Yeah.
Fucking just getting them cartoon titties all day. I wouldn't work.
I'd quit a lot of things.
I don't know. Kissing a two-dimensional character looked kind of lifeless.
Nah, her voice is fucked
Hey,
up.
I've
Too, now
kissed
you know
a
it's
lot of
Freddie
two-dimensional
Felcher.
characters in my.
Hey, that's literally what I would think.
What's up, doll? Trying to get some head, doll.
I've
They didn't think they were, but they were definitely a little two-dimensional motherfucker.
That's right. Kids are weird, man.
Have you seen these kids today? Jesus.
Gee.
Oh no, the ones past that.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit won't even move the needle these days.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, she's not anime, so kids today won't like.
If she does that Hago or whatever face,
Yeah.
they'll be like,
Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, I get it now.
She's not waifu enough.
See, she's got the big eyes, but she's like doing the sultry squint instead of having the great big like
stupid cross-eyed. That shit is so dumb.
She may be a wife, but is she
All right,
waifu?
porn corner. I think that shit is dumb as hell. Like cross-eyed and like
Filmy porn corner. Yeah, tune in next week. We're gonna have our X-rated list, y'all. We're just gonna.
Hey, I was thinking about doing traditional animation, and Heavy Metal would definitely be on that. So,
dude,
nice.
Heavy
Talk
Metal.
about
man,
X-rated.
I love that movie.
Now I'm talking just like some porno.
Oh,
It's like,
no.
straight
Okay,
up-
well, I mean, we could do that.
Oh,
too.
like Big Butt 6.
Yeah.
Now, see,
I've
this
never
one-
finished a porno. I'm not going to start now. So,
I'm a product of the internet age. My porn comes in 15 to 30 second spurts.
be clicking around and find that
15 to
good.
30.
Just like me.
Jesus Christ. I'm that motherfucker that ends up with like 23 tabs open across the.
Oh
fucking...
yeah, that's how it's done.
Nobody watches the whole
how
shit
it's
through.
done.
Like, oh, this one was pretty all right.
I'll go down rabbit trails hunting fucking
Dude.
actresses and shit.
You know I'm a product of internet porn because I jerk off Southpaw.
I just learned how to mouse and type left-handed.
No, yeah, a lot of folks did. I talked to people because I was like 20 or 21. And I was like, wait a second. You know, I realized
You're still using your hand, bro? This is the future,
With
bro.
my left hand, and then somebody was like, "Because your right hand's working the mouse," and I was like, "Like you're not kidding, dude!" Like my formative years,
I was using it.
I had a mouse in my right hand.
And keyboard and mouse was at the like school computer lab and
And a
all
hog
that
in the
shit
left.
before there was internet porn. Like before internet was a commonly accessible thing.
The Paul expired there. We can send it.
So my muscle memory
Off
for
the
Mac
rails.
has been built.
Yeah, we're out of
Off
pocket
the
tonight.
rails.
Yeah.
Fully out
Paul
of
timeout.
pocket.
Who fucking cares about rails?
Hey, who said, "Oh, let's do a porn list"? Was this fucking guy?
About to say he's a motherfucker in
He's
charge.
like Taboo too.
This has
Nobody
been porn corner. Hey,
Porn
I've been listening
corner.
to too much Cumtown for like
He is,
two
he
solid
is
weeks.
OOP.
Oh, that's what your favorite pornos? Come town, okay.
Well, it's called the Adam Friedland Show now. It's not good anymore
It
because
probably
Stabby
sucks.
left. So
Yeah,
it
fuck that.
does.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck those
They're-
guys.
We're better than them. Stabby's been doing our shit. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, Stavros is going to come on our show now. Eat shit, Nick. And
We're gonna start our own porn show.
That's our own come town.
That's right.
Cumberg.
Gonna start our own
Gutenberg,
porn
yeah.
talk show with gambling and hookers.
All right.
Squirtington. All right, 15-5. Wait,
Yep.
yeah, is that right?
That's
All
right. I threw the boomers bone.
All right.
You're gonna say that right after the last
dirty
conversation.
minds.
We're Dirt Corner.
I threw the Gen Xers a bone. All right. Jeez.
All right. So that's going to do it for the semifinals. So we're going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to burn through this losers bracket and figure out who's going to take it. Take the whole thing.
Peace Dragon. Got my money. Coming
Stick
back.
with us. We'll be right back. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight on Film Heat Live, everybody. Man, I just love you guys so much. If you're out there in the chat right now, goddamn, you're amazing. I'm just gonna marry you. Marrying chat.
You make me want to be a better man, chat.
Welcome back to our cartoon crossover episode. We're wrapping her up right about now. So let's just run through it real quick. Round one, Chip and Dale 2022 beat Casper in a near heat, close heat. Looney Tunes Back in Action beat Pete's Dragon. Roger Rabbit beat Chip and Dale. And Bedknobs and Broomsticks beat Looney Tunes. In the semifinals, Roger Rabbit beat out Bedknobs and Broomsticks, sending it into the finals. So now we're going to run through our losers bracket. In losers bracket, we're not going to do a poll. So if you're out there and you want to cast your vote in any one of these heats, where you just type it in the little chat right there. We're going to count them all individually. So let's get right into it. Losers bracket, round number one. It's going to be Chip and Dale versus Pete's Dragon.
Are we going to break out the golden L for Pete's Dragon?
No, it's not that bad.
You don't think it deserves it?
They were trying to do.
I mean, me personally, I think it does because they tried so hard to make a good movie, and
it's hard to write banger songs. You can't just shit them out like
yeah.
It
wasn't.
They could have abandoned that fucking movie.
It wasn't an egregious, disgusting affront to humanity. You know,
Right.
People like it. We don't.
We have
but
to
people
remember
do.
it's a children's movie.
Right.
I didn't like it as a children.
I mean, I didn't like it at all either, but I'm not gonna say like it in its like its existence isn't like an offense to me, you know, like other golden L's. Like there movies that get the golden L, in my opinion, are movies that like
it hurts.
Not
to
only
exist.
should not exist, but like it's really offensive that they do exist at all. Like the fucking RoboCop reboot. You know what I'm
They
saying?
missed the
Like-
mark and missed the point.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
exactly. Like not
No,
only is it
you-
a bad movie, but
No, that right
like-
there makes your point entirely. Just that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
reference right there. That's
Adam Sandler punching down, golden L.
golden.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Like-
get you. Me personally, this movie I fucking hate it. But no, I get
mean,
what you're saying.
I'm,
It's not
I'm
like,
with you. Like this, I turned it off. I straight up didn't finish it. I was like, no, I'm tapping out. This is painful to me. But even that said, it's not quite golden L material.
Yeah. I fell asleep 3 different times trying to watch this movie.
because it's too many songs and they suck.
But-
yeah, that's.
But
It's
at
like
least
Popeye,
didn't,
like I said.
At least I didn't sit there like getting angry at it. I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going Chip and Dale this time.
yeah. Chip and Dale.
Oh yeah, Chip and Dale all day.
Chip and Dale's. Put that package in my face.
I mean,
Bow tie man, shake that wiener.
I'm about to say, give me the bow tie budget.
Make the
All right, up next we got Casper versus Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Now this is a good matchup. This is what should have been matched out. This is tougher.
Oh, still Casper for me.
Yeah, it's still Casper all day.
My wife.
I'm gonna have Looney Tunes for Brendan. I go.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Whoa, we're going to the coin on this?
We're gonna go to the coin on this because like unless chat anybody wakes up and was like, oh shit, let me get it. Casper, no.
That's bad.
Yep, no, y'all heard me right. I'm voting Brendan Fraser over Christina Ricci.
I'm just assuming the chat has us like casted to their television and their phone is put away and
They
they're like,
sleep.
Something.
And they're like, no, I'm not picking my phone up for that. I'm going to unlock my phone, right? And then navigate to the chat and
No,
type
they
something
would.
in. Yeah, fucking right.
They would, but they just not wait no more. They'll probably have strong feelings.
They just want
Yeah,
to sit on the couch.
Yeah,
All 5 of them done passed out on the couch, stoned as fuck.
They want to
it's
sit
the
on the couch and
listening
just
audience.
chuckle. Yeah, they want to chuckle at us talking about chat.
They want to sit there laughing at us talking about porn.
That's gonna be
That's the
the
best part of the
highlight.
show right there. That's the highlight. Somebody
no,
clip
we're
that shit.
we're
Actually,
gonna
Go
clip
back and
that,
clip
right?
that because
I'm gonna put that on the shorts.
that's the money maker.
Anybody clip that?
I'll have to go back.
All right. We're going to the coin. I can't believe we're going to the coin on this. That's interesting. Coin flip. All right. Wait for it. I'm not gonna. This doesn't count. Don't look at it. This doesn't count. Don't look. This doesn't matter what it is.
You can't. We only see the one tap.
I can't see it.
Ah,
Yeah,
shit,
nobody can
come
see it.
on. God damn it.
Yeah,
Don't
it
look at
shows
this.
because you're biased. You
Don't
know
look.
you've been lying.
No.
Wait, did we ever decide which one was which?
No, this doesn't count. I'm gonna announce it right now. I'm gonna call it.
Hang on. It's top of heads, right?
That's how we usually do it.
Yeah, top is heads.
Wait, which one was heads?
Looney Tunes is heads and
Okay.
Casper's tails, right?
All right.
Here it goes. It's heads. Come on.
Oh,
Looney Tunes is moving
sorry.
forward.
This Google flip a coin feels like it literally just goes back and forth sometimes.
Right.
Well, there's only 2 options, bro.
Yeah, but like I've never seen it do a double heads or a double tails.
Man, I tell you, it's
We have to
actually,
go to the Bing flip a coin then.
it's super difficult to get true randomness out of computer programs, and I mean, without getting too into it.
So it's rigged. It's rigged. Your life is rigged. You have no control. Life is a simulation. Go fuck yourself because you can't control nothing.
We'll see what happens when they turn the collider back on.
Oh
We'll
God, are they
see.
doing it again?
We're
Turn
gonna.
the
yeah.
kaleidoscope
It's
on.
I mean, it's been turned on. They took it down for like 6 years, and it's been on since like 2019 or whatever.
Well, they're turning it on again.
Wait,
Have you tried turning reality off and back on again?
They need to hit the reset.
All right. So for some reasons, Casper is dropped out of the contention in
it
lieu
really
of
don't matter.
Looney
That's gonna-
Tunes back in action. So that makes this even easier for me. So Chippendale,
Yeah, this is way easier. Yep.
Chippendale all day.
Give me the bow tie budget.
Um,
I do wanna- fucking Looney Tunes had a song I hadn't heard in a long time on it, and it was a song called "Move Your Feet" by Junior Senior, which
Mhm.
nobody knows about. And I was like, "Oh wow, that song exists! I
Yep.
haven't heard that in
Wow, that
forever."
exists.
So it's the most 2002 song you could want to get, but
So all 3 of y'all voting Chippendale.
I'm gonna go Chippendale. I guess.
Well, I
With
guess
that-
I'm gonna throw Brendan a bone again.
all right. Look here now. These charity votes
See?
are
Look,
fucking up the system.
I can vote for Brendan if I want to.
It's 3
These
to
char-
1. What are you talking
fucking up-
about?
fucking up the whole
We can
system.
see who the Brendan person.
Brendan Pimp.
The Brendan
Yes.
Stans.
I don't think we're allowed to say that anymore. I heard we're not allowed to say that.
You can't
Say
say
what?
simp.
Yes.
Is
If
that offensive?
Yeah, we're getting
to-
canceled now.
to the
If
penis
I
impaired.
if I'm
Yeah.
cool with it, is it okay? If I'm okay with being called that, is it okay?
Well, simp
Wait,
means simpleton,
I mean-
so it means like
Does
stupid,
it?
dumb.
All right,
dumb.
no, listen. This is Urban Dictionary hour. Now.
It does
on the
mean
list.
simpleton. That's what
It's
it
on the
means,
list.
bro.
It's on the Twitch list, I do believe.
We're edgy internet lords.
Oh
so-
no, it's on the Twitch list.
A simp
of words
is a
you can't
silly
say.
or foolish person.
Here we go.
Short for.
Simp in slang.
See us on YouTube next week.
YouTube exclusive.
Simp is slang for a person, typically a man, who is desperate for the attention and affection of someone else, typically a woman.
Typically, but
Yeah,
whatever.
see that scene in Idiocracy where he's like, "Damn girl, He keeps giving her money.
Yeah.
The top Urban Dictionary definition says someone who does way too much for a person they like. And that's fine. That's a fine definition right there.
Well, we're under the radar right now. That's the thing. Having 6 viewers, bro. They're not gonna find us.
Yeah, we can be as offensive as we want because, like,
It all floats down
literally. Yeah. I'm gonna look into that though.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
No, but apparently everything's offensive these days.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's
we're
that.
Just over here. We're just over here on Portobello Road, though. So
That's right. Can't touch me on Portobello Road.
Definitely
Find me in the streets, Portobello
Bro,
streets.
Those steel drums were fucking fire, bro.
Whole place. I live there. I mean, I pretty much do.
All right.
He lives on
I
Shiitake
could take
Road.
you to fucking Portobello Road tomorrow.
Shiitake Boulevard. She lives on Chanterelle Street.
Don't say where I live.
Docs. Wait. Is that really where you live?
He lives on Chantilly Drive.
Chanterelle is a mushroom, right? It's those
I
little
hope
orange
so.
frilly boys that everybody likes.
I only know shiitake.
Yeah, they're very nutty in flavor. They make a good soup.
It tastes like nut.
They
Or you
grow in
just,
my
like,
backyard. Like every time it
fry 'em up.
rains. I'm gonna try them.
Apparently, it grow all over Tally.
Yeah.
Have you seen the fucking the loads that Max is bringing in and posting?
And Tom's uncle Dominic.
Oh yeah. All
It's been
right.
raining
Well,
every
that-
day, so you know there's much.
If y'all want to dry some out and mail them, anybody paying attention? Love
That was
that.
the mu-
They're
that was the
fucking
mushroom
expensive
corner.
here.
Oh yeah. They've fucking grown out of the ground around here. So
Yeah, they're expensive here.
all right. So now we decide what is gonna face Roger Rabbit in the finals. Is it gonna be Bedknobs and Broomsticks, or is it gonna be Chip and Dale?
See, this is one of the hardest fucking matchups right here.
I'm going Chip and Dale, bro. My mind is made up.
Same.
I think I'm gonna go Chip and Dale too. Like
It
it's
is it's the truest to the criteria of the list.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, between it and Roger Rabbit, that's basically the most definitive of the title of our list here.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess ain't no point in sitting, even though Bed on the Moon was a pretty good movie.
It's
Better than
really
it
good.
should be for some old shit. you
Right.
know?
For some old fuddy-duddy shit, yeah.
And like
It's
I said,
British, that's why it's good.
I believe Sam Raimi pretty much copied that shit at the end.
I
There.
don't know if I'm really watching that. People that's like my parents' age saw that as a kid and was like, I'm making a movie like this.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's good.
Like after watching that, I was like, we probably wouldn't have Army of Darkness without this.
Yeah. Big time.
Right?
Which is crazy to think that Disney movie could relate to that. You know, like yes.
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
It did look like a
So-
lot.
A strong salute on your
Like,
way out the
The
door.
correspondence
Yeah.
Wizard College is like fucking hilarious to me. And like,
I mean, it's a perfect scam. You know, I'm going to start a correspondence with Wizard College like tomorrow. You know, I'm going to make
Mr.
$1 million.
Dungus's Wizard
Yeah.
College,
Yeah.
Just pull the shit straight out of the books.
Professor Dumbledore.
Yeah.
All right, here we are again at this one.
Is this?
This is the final
Yep.
showdown.
And I'm changing my vote this time.
Whoa! What are you voting for this time?
He's going
Chip and Dale is the new. It's taken the crown.
Oh shit!
In my
I'm going.
opinion.
Oh shit!
I'm going OG.
Oh shit! It's neck and neck.
I think I'm gonna go OG too because like Seth Rogen doing his stupid laugh doesn't add anything to anything.
That was a joke. It was funny because that's his laugh. That was funny.
Something about the whole.
It was on purpose. It was probably like.
But is it gonna like, keep going on and like people gonna be like, oh yeah, there was this guy named Seth Rogen. He did this goofy laugh, so it's funny because you had to be there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. There's something about John Mulaney that just irks me. I can't explain it.
Yeah,
I think it's good if you can see him. I hate his stand up because like, oh, I'm a young guy wearing a suit. Look at me.
Yeah.
But his voice stuff I can deal with.
You know, dude, his stand up is fucking cringy.
Yep.
He does his thing, you know. Good for him and the success that he has found.
He do be doing drugs like a motherfucker though. He just go to rehab. Like,
yeah, he went to rehab. He was in the news, a bunch of shit, and he like left his wife, went to rehab or something. Like,
well, he has like this clean ass image in a suit. He's like, oh, he's doing coke everywhere. Okay.
Yeah. Well, like the image he was going for was like this like young dad kind of a vibe, you know, like he had started a family with his wife and shit. And
doing rails off his kid's forehead.
Oh god.
He's like, let me give you a kiss.
That's the American way.
Sometimes it be like that. I guess.
Oh, that newborn baby smell, bro. Don't you know?
That smells so good.
Yeah. And a little spice it up. And that baby smell is so sweet, and I'm gonna go a little spicy. It's sweet and spicy.
Got a little.
Yeah, you know he did a 3 minute a baby hiding drugs in the diaper pail. He must have did that.
Talk about baby powder.
They don't want you to chafing.
Oh my god!
And a little for the doctor.
And one for the doctor.
Take that, John lady. Take it down a peg.
Could you imagine how bad it would be to have a fucking crotch full of coke? Jesus!
Somebody clip that.
Is it sandy or is it more powdery? I don't know the consistency.
I mean, it depends.
Coke is powdery. It's like powdered sugar, kind of. Well,
Would it absorb my ball sweat?
Yeah, I was about to say it depends on the quality and how far down the line it has gone before you got it.
Yeah, if you got like if it's not good, it can be sandy.
If it's good, you don't know because you're numb before anything even happens.
Right.
Like when the whole left side of your face is numb, that's good.
It's usually kind of still a little bit rocky and crumbly at that point.
Well,
got a little texture to it.
We'll have John Mulaney on the show, and he can explain it to us.
And
like,
then and then I met a coke dealer.
So has everybody voted except for me? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. So you get
how to sneak a kilo in the stroller.
Put it in the dirty diapers, of course.
God.
I think they made a baby. I don't know how to do this.
I've seen how to do this.
They gonna vote for that new over the artistry and straight balls it took to make Roger Rabbit.
I think I gotta give it to.
Let's go on Chippendale then.
The OG.
Whoa, that's it.
You see, that's what you can't do. You cannot say some shit like that to your brother. Like they will always spite you.
No,
That's
no,
called
no,
reverse
no, no.
psychology, bro.
No,
That's how
no,
you do
no.
it. I know how
It's
it
not.
works.
It's not. It's not. I didn't change my vote. I mean, I didn't change what I was gonna say at all.
Second place is good on this show. It's hard to get second place. Like
This
only
is-
like 30 motherfuckers got second place on this show. So
Oh yeah. And like being second banana to Roger Rabbit is a good. It's a good banana to be. As a joke from Chip and Dale, because they say second banana
Mhm.
a lot.
second banana fruit scale.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
send
well.
it. Send it. Huge shout out to Chip and Dale. Better, way better than it had any right to be. I feel like even the Chip and Dale show, like, was it really that popular? You know, like
I loved it.
I feel like
and I'm not gonna lie, as a like fucking like 7-year-old, like 6-7-year-old, I had a crush on Gadget.
oh yeah. I mean,
We
I
all
don't
want to
know.
fuck small critters. Like at 6 or 7. Like I mean, it's normal.
You throw a hot cartoon character in front of a kid, and they're like, "What?"
I love how Gadget in the movie like ends up getting with the fucking like fly.
Yeah, kind of wild.
Like that's pretty funny. Because like in the show, it doesn't even talk, right? It just like buzzes and like yeah, it's like not Bender. It's like
Elliot and Peace Dragon.
yeah,
Just mumbles.
yeah. It's like a creature, but they have him voiced by like the Allstate guy. So he has this super deep and
The Mayhem guy?
mellow voice.
No, the black guy. Okay.
Yeah.
From the
you're,
unit.
You're in Allstate's hands. Yeah. So, and that's the joke. Like, she ends up marrying the fly, and like the fly actually has like a buttery smooth voice.
Oh. Let's take a look at this list. What do we got here?
What do we got here? In first place, the OG.
With
You can't do it better.
less fights that it had to take.
That's what happens when you're the G. You have to fight 3 times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it only had 3 fights, but Chip and Dale had 6.
Wow.
4 wins, 4 out of 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, however you want to count it in your own heads.
Chip and Dale is that scrappy second place, like really coming from behind, bringing it.
It's that Rocky second place.
Yeah. Followed by the oest of the G's, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Quite possibly the oldest film we've ever even watched on this show. But
it's up there.
It brought it. In fourth place, now here's where things get weird. I expected Casper to be higher. Looney Tunes Back in Action got 2 wins and 2 losses.
You can swap those 2.
Casper didn't get a single win. Looney Tunes won twice, bro. Twice. Casper won 0 times. It was in 2 fights and lost them both.
Well, Looney Tunes went up against Peace Dragon first, right? So that's like a gimme.
Well, yeah, but Pete's Dragon's definitely in the end. Like,
yeah, Pete's Dragon is just fucking shit. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm not saying like it has like 0 value to the world at all, but it's got 0 value to me at all.
I'll
That's
say
for
it's
sure.
fucking useless and without value.
Y'all just hate women and Helen Reddy.
What?
Y'all just hate women. It's like, anybody
She's a
heard
lady.
Pete's Dragon?
She was like a feminist in the 70s, and she wrote that song "I Am Woman."
Right.
Amy War in quotes.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote that.
Well, I'm every woman.
Anthem. Oh, okay. Every. All right, finish the list for the audio, folks.
Okay, yeah. In fourth place is Looney Tunes Back in Action somehow, because we got so many charity votes that everything got fucked up.
I did
And
that.
Casper Can't Catch a Break. Casper's a great flick, you know.
Nah, this is disrespectful.
What?
That's rude.
Casper's better than that.
Casper is better than that. I agree. I don't know what happened.
They didn't vote for Looney Tunes. They voted for Brendan Fraser.
Uh-oh.
Well, if you want to in your head, swap that headcanon.
Oh, I already have.
Fifth.
Looney Tunes wasn't even on this list in my head. This whole 2 weeks,
Bro, we would have issues.
I watched Space Jam,
was on
and
this,
I
we
was
would've disrespected
I
it,
had
bro.
so much fun watching Space Jam. Let me tell you, if you're listening, go watch Space Jam. It's better.
The best part of Space Jam
Oh,
is the
yeah.
other NBA players. That's not Michael Jordan and
Space
not no
Jam would have
animated
been like
motherfuckers.
third on this
Dude,
list.
yeah, honestly, let me
Yeah,
just take a
I
minute
agree.
to say, fuck Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan put a
Space
cigar.
Jam still would have been like third on this list.
I-
You would have
that's
watched it, and
why-
you'd been like,
I don't give a fuck
yep.
about basketball, and let me tell you, Michael Jordan sucks as a person.
Bro, really?
Oh
I
yeah,
was un-
yeah,
I
yeah,
was unaware.
yeah. He's basically a white supremacist.
What?
Kind of like Dave Chappelle.
What?
You're super rich, even if you're black, you're white supremacist.
You know, I'm just saying, like he didn't do shit for the world outside the basketball court. Like that's just that.
I mean, I
And-
have seen random videos on the internet of him like yelling at little black kids that are all trying to come up and see him and shit. But
No, he's just I don't. He's just not a great person, and like anybody who loves him just loves basketball, and that's fine. That's fine. I don't give a fuck about basketball, so he has no power over me. So I can speak reality.
Or if you hate baseball, then
No.
you love him as well. Shame. for the sport.
he was like, "I can go play baseball." Wait a minute.
So, He's
No,
a
I can't.
terrible. He's a terrible actor. He's just terrible.
But somehow he's better
And-
than LeBron. Explain that.
That's arguable.
Because I tried to watch the new Space Jam and it was bad.
Yeah, but I don't think that's LeBron's fault. Like LeBron isn't why it's so bad, and Jordan isn't why the first one is so good. So
Yeah, it's Bill Murray. Duh.
Yeah, of course. Bill Murray and the guy from Jurassic Park, Newman from Jurassic Park.
Bill
I'm
Murray
David
comes
Nibbit.
walking out.
Digging a
Fuck off.
Dibbit.
I remember that line.
Yeah.
Bill Murray comes walking out and says, "I didn't know Dan Aykroyd was in this picture."
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you know what? Space Jam pretty good. Argo had a point. I've had a chance to think about it.
Wrong
Yeah,
Ghostbuster,
no.
buddy.
It's better as an exclamation. If you just say Space Jam. It's an exclamation.
I just don't like Michael Jordan. That's
Yeah,
okay.
if that's the lowest point of that for you, then Space Jam's still going to be better than fucking Back in Action.
Does anybody
Oh,
believe
yeah,
that
no,
Michael
I'm-
Jordan?
I am not going to disagree with that.
I'm not gonna disagree with that either. Like
Like
that's
I'm
fine.
like that's not even a question.
You can be a plenty bad movie and still be better than Looney Tunes Back in Action. Which is why it's such a it's
That's
just
why I
sad
feel
that
slighted
Casper-
for Casper. Yeah, exactly.
Like Casper is a decent fucking flick, bro. Like
I don't know, man. Like I said, it's like teen romance. It's like Twilight before Twilight.
That's probably
bro.
what
It's
it
like,
is.
Mhm.
yeah.
That's probably what it is.
They fucking rushed to get to the fucking kiss at the end when they probably fucked too. Like he had till 10 o'clock. That's enough time.
Did you have to have Devin Sawa playing? You couldn't have picked like a regular looking person, you know?
He looks like a regular person to me, bro. Devin Sawa is nothing special. Fucking Casper. If they put Casper Van Dien, I'd be like, all right, that gets me my pants moving.
Well, you know they
Devin
were
Sawa
two
is
different
nothing.
people, right?
Casper and Devin Sawa.
There was the person that did the Casper, and then there
There's
was
that
the
voice.
live action kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're just talking about the body, not the voice.
Right.
But
yeah.
isn't she like 16 or 17 or something? And he's like 12.
She's like
They
14
both,
and a half.
they
I
was
think
both
she's
young as hell.
14, and I think he was like 12. They say how old he is, but I can't remember.
You know what's funny? The scene where he's like, "Oh, should we have the birds and bees talking?" She's like, "No, Dad, it's too late." He's like, "How late is it?"
How late? Not that late.
No, not that late. All right,
Not
chill.
that late. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. Shout out to my man Bill Pullman, bro. Like,
Happy
he's
hour.
And in last place, Pete's Dragon. All right, thanks for watching. Everybody out there, if you've stuck with us this long, then you're the OG now.
Yep, all 5.
You're first place in my heart.
All
Well,
3
you're
hours.
All 3 hours, bro.
So thanks for falling asleep with the TV on. Just
Yeah,
like Johnny
thank
Carson said.
Yeah, they'll all wake up now because it's the voices that keep them asleep.
Signing off. Enjoy the static all night.
It ain't my voice keeping nobody asleep.
We could start rating other podcasts.
Oh yeah, send these 5 viewers to
Yeah,
give them to
you know, honestly, that's a good idea, but
It really is.
I don't know how to do that from here, though.
No,
We'll figure it out.
Raid, no, there's a button right here. Raid channel.
Yep,
What do you
let's
wanna
find a
send it to? Rip
podcast.
Tracks? Or MS3TK? Bad
do
Man
that.
Larry? Don the
Not
Crown?
Bad
He got-
Man Larry.
Oh my god!
Not Bad Man Larry.
He's playing Fox, so he's got 95 viewers.
No, not Bad Man Larry.
Who the fuck is that?
He's a bad guy, I guess. He's
Find a podcast. Find somebody doing a podcast.
Yeah, where's the podcast?
I bet they
Go-
exist.
Somebody go to the podcast channel
Yeah,
and tell
Here,
me
I'll
the
look.
name. And I'll send them.
find one.
Here, I have the Twitch over here. That's why.
Yeah.
Riff Tracks is just chatting. Dead air. So dead.
That's okay. The audio
Yeah,
version already
yeah.
ended, Ed. That was Pete's
And
Dragon. Thank you for
Age.
listening. Click.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
You're getting
No
the
one's gonna
exclusive
find
live
original
right now.
Dead
If you're still
and Age
watching.
song.
We
This is original.
What's 17 podcast
Yeah, yeah,
with
all of them are
7
fucking
viewers?
Bad taste jokes.
The world's okayest gun live stream.
No.
No.
What are they talking about?
I don't. That sounds.
They're
weird.
crying
That
about how
sounds
Donald
like-
Trump got raided.
That sounds like some conservative shit to me.
Nope. Get out of there.
I mean, these days you'd be surprised.
They're probably crying about
Like-
the FBI.
I literally searched
Like,
for movie
it-
podcasts.
The number of leftists and liberals that are getting armed and getting into that whole thing is accelerated a lot in the last like 4 years.
Ripple
There's
Effect
nothing.
25. What are you guys doing?
There's nothing.
Not a lot of movie talk on Twitch.
No. We're unique.
That's right.
Is we bad?
We bad as fuck.
There's some guy watching anime as a cat.
Ew.
This guy says 12-hour Saturday. Oh, military.
You know what? We're signing off. Thanks, guys. Say goodnight.
Yeah,
we'll
we're gonna
figure this out next
figure
week.
out. Yeah, we'll figure out somebody to raid.
Yep.
Because I'm not raiding these fucking.
Our
people,
5
man.
viewers strong.
Yeah, 4. they're falling off.
Like, oh, we're out of
They're
here.
like,
I'm
oh,
trying
no,
to-
we're done.
I'm
We're
trying to
done.
send this to somewhere.
Bye,
We'll
y'all.
figure it out. We're gonna get our shit together, guys. Thank you all so much. Have a great night, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks for the next one on Film Heat.